Good evening everybody. I hope you're having a fantastic weekend so far. Lovely to have you all here. TSM 4.10 release day hype. Let's head on over to the scene. And we have an Oreo in the top right, so we are doubly blessed today. Good evening one and all. Thank you, Jack.
Jack_the_dipper just subscribed. Silu-us.
Silu-us. I'll have to try that next time. 4.10.1 now, exactly. That's fantastic. Who have we got in tonight? We've got lots of people in tonight. Lovely to have you all here. Darkwing, Targ, Dr. Chunks, Andy Key, Traditioner, Mushy's in, and Dreamatorium, Neurovin, Majestic Pillow Music, and Herinfi, Stobcraft, Silent Mouse is here, Aspie Savage, and Surox, John Levy, Kasha Wells, and Jack is here, Sebon Clawfang, Ragewings, and Creatives, and Aura Warrior, and Commander Bond is here, Calistoran, Slack88, and thank you for the best videos on YouTube regarding Goldmaking. You're more than welcome, Apophis and Zafarian, good evening to you, and Gridasma, there we go. That's a great text to speech, it is definitely. Nice weekend so far. It was a lovely weekend so far. Looks like Oreo has put himself Sphinx style. I need to just raise his camera a moment. He's not quite in position. There we go. Let's go full screen Oreo just so we can enjoy the blessed Oreo as he is. There he is. There we go. There we go. I'll do that as well afterwards. There we go. Has everyone updated your TSM? Have you switched over to the release version? Is the first thing. What else have we got? Love New Samadan. Helped us on with how to use a craft. Oh, excellent, Rachel. Glad it helped. Bonebreaker, Game Cat, Dog Otter, and Edwards is here. Johnny Bravo, and lots of Oreos in the chat, definitely. Excuse me, Flans and Pots, keep selling for you. Need a Silas proc? Yes, definitely. Well, we'll do one now for John. There we go. We'll pop one in. I'll do a full screen Silas. We'll do it in the style of Brian. So I'll do this one here. So okay, US. There we go. We'll go back to that one. Oreo's looking very confused at me now. I don't think he knows what's going on just yet. Yeah, poor Oreo. He's a bit confused, definitely. Raincloud, good evening to you. You got a update message from TSM? Yes, you should be on. Let me just have a check. Actually, I've got it on my actual TSM here. So in my add-on versions now, I have switched over from the settings from here, release channel. I went from beta 4.10 to release. I switched that over, and then everything is here, and it's now 4.10.1. says up to date. So that is the status of TSM as it is. Roof top inquiry. Thank you so much for the follow. How are you? I got a new glyph recipe, so missing the one that Jaina drops, then you're done. Wow, that's pretty good going, definitely. That's why I said you behaved. I need some help with it. For some reason, taking a lot of time to cancel auctions and a little longer than normal to post off in the auction house. Any idea why? There's the new throttle in. You may be having that. Well, it's not new anymore now. It's been around for a few months. But basically, you can't really cancel like you used to. Certainly. So that could be part of it. Definitely. Yeah. And the blog is up as well. Oh, fantastic, Darkwing. I'll go over and just refresh on that and update my command. So that can be ready as well. We can talk through that, but obviously the big news this week is the release of TSM 4.10 to everybody today. The team have done a fantastic job, I must say. Let me just update the blog command and then we'll go through there. We can come and do that a bit afterwards. make sure everyone is in, and place that in there. Latest Wowhead is there. Right. Okay, that's on. I'm back, and then that's there. There we go. Fantastic. Stop WoW for changing channels if you had that beta before. Yes, you need to have WoW closed down and do a complete restart of it, definitely, as Jack said. Otherwise, you will. I think TSM gets a bit confused, certainly. You'll keep using to use the TSM beta. It's full of bugs to you anyway. Is it the release version? Well, I'm sure they'll get a lot of rapid updates because the whole team's around. They're ready. So definitely, I think so. And Hooper Tank, thank you so much for the follow. Here to learn about TSM, getting back into the game after playing BFA for 2 weeks and quitting. Well, you've come to the right place. If you have any questions, please do ask them. You're in the right place, as Darkwing said, yes, basically. Same here, you stopped BFA after a month. Yeah, and now Jack is back with a vengeance, writing websites and everything. Almost finished your spreadsheet. Oh, excellent, Johnny Depth. Been farming the Runecloth spots in Burning Steps and getting 1,500 an hour ready for pre-patch. That's a decent amount, definitely. Sheldor, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Where can you adjust your mat cost? With average buy. So if you're looking at your default material cost, ooh, I've got this TSM, what's new? Okay, I wasn't expecting that. In your settings under crafting, your default material cost here, I put an extra bit in for myself, including smart average buy and average buy, just to add that in because I buy all my auctions, which is how I do that there. Did everyone vote for the mount that Blizzard will make? I haven't voted. I really don't know what to think about. Definitely. Update bin on my Patreon. If I would update the paste bin on my Patreon for Shadowlands, oh, most definitely, Sirox. As soon as I get more information, I'll be updating that as regularly as possible. Definitely. And Campy Sama, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. And Nikosi, good evening to you. Just returned to WoW yourself after 15 months, so lots of add-on updates. I can imagine you've got a lot to update, definitely. Having testing things on the PTR. Oh, nice, excellent. Good morning, Wolven Hunt. Good morning to you. Hope you're doing well. So when's TSM 5 coming out? Billis. Yes, I mean, that sneak peek was looking rather nice, definitely. I'm looking forward to seeing what comes out of that, definitely. Actually, I'll put the Wowhead blog over because we can look at that whilst we're here. Let me just pop this over onto the screen so we can see that. The link to this is live at the moment, so Wowhead will give you the link to the blog at the moment. I'll just scroll down and go to basically TSM 4.10 release is the main thing we're going to be talking about to start off with. It is live and ready. I'm sure the team are all ready, and then there's going to be a live Q&A. Once my stream finishes at 10 o'clock, the live Q&A will start over on the Discord. Annette, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. And Devin, good evening to you. Does average buy now work for synced accounts? The synced accounts should work now, definitely, with 4.10. I'm already in 5.0 beta. Just a big make gold button. Yeah, definitely. Something like that, Billis. I think that would be great. Although that would take half of the fun out. Definitely. I need to make my window a little bit smaller. Hold on. There we go. We need to fit between my head and Oreo. There we go. Big EU merge coming. Is it, Mouse? What have we got coming? I imagine there's a few of them. Is it going to include Shadow Song is my first question. Good evening, Rose. Hope you're doing well. Lovely to have you here. So 2 p.m. Pacific time. Which one's that one? Is 2 p.m. Pacific time is 10 p.m. UK time. So that is basically when my stream finishes is when it starts. Just lost all your pets on EU. Hope mergers don't mess up my items in the recovery. Hopefully they should work, definitely. Yeah, or 11 p.m. Paris time, as Jack says. They are causing a lot of issues, not so much issues, but yes, a lot of the averages are all going to be completely out of whack as things get merged. Yes, 3 hours from now, Second says. Over the weekend you farmed around 11,000 mage weave and 11,000 rune cloth. Would you sell it now or hold on to it for a while? If yes, for how long? I would sell, if the prices are good on your server, then I would sell some of it now. Because if people are speculating and buying it, then if this all doesn't turn into something fruitful, then you haven't wasted your stock and you've at least got some raw gold out of it. So then I would say carry on and then keep some of it with you, because you might be able to make more gold with that once the whole PTR and pre-patch stuff goes live. Saw a guide on Wowcon about setting up a sniper, but it's from 2018. Is that still something you should use since it's that old? That sounds old. The thing with sniper now, it doesn't work as a sort of global sniping over everything. So it's better to use sniper now for sort of like small groups of items where TSM can just keep an eye on those, because it won't. The speed at which it scans all the items, the more items you have, the longer it takes to scan, and so you won't get the rapidity, if that's the right word, of everything coming in when you want it to come in. Yeah, sell most and keep some in case of changes, definitely. And Eri Twitch, thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're doing well. Fantastic to have you here. If anyone does have TSM questions, please do shout in chat, and either myself or anyone else in the chat will be able to answer them. I'm sure we'll probably have quite a few people coming in and wondering what's all this new interface thing all about. Yeah, that's what we're here for, helping the community. Better off using shopping operations for the groups than sniper. I mean, I like to use shopping operations over sniper, certainly, because for me I like to look at the market as it is now and then make a decision whether to buy depending on what I can see there. I don't tend to have WoW on in the background just waiting for something to come up. That's the main things. And Padapoet, thank you so much for the follow. Love the name. Love the dark theme of TSM 4.10. Yes, there's lots of the great thing is with TSM 4.10 is you can change the colour scheme depending on what you like. So basically you go to your settings here under appearance, and you can change from Midnight to Duskwood, Dalaran, Stormwind, Orgrimmar, Swamp of Sorrows, or Winamp if you really like to want to go classic old school. But I like the Midnight, I like the dark theme, I think it works really well. Right, okay, I'm curious, not a TSM question, but how many characters do I have? Scrolling through your list, you have too many. I have a small number. I've got, it's about 6, I think, 6 or 7 at 120 now, and a couple below that. So it's I haven't got that many. If you want lots, speak to Drizzling Rose. She has 50 on one account, on one realm. I mean, that's amazing. I'm following you because Game Cat Cat is talking a lot about. Well, thank you, Padavet, and thank you, Game Cat Cat. That's very kind of you. Do I like the blue or the blue? Yes, you have two choices: blue or midnight. I think a bluer blue would be nice. I think I would like that. All your TSM prices on the materials and transmog have gone since the new update today. Can any of you smart people tell me how I can turn them on again? All the TSM prices on materials and transmog. So they shouldn't necessarily have gone. What price strings are they using would be my first question. That would be my first question, yeah. Yeah, I've got no idea, implied sight. That's too modern for me, certainly. Yeah, you can make the window bigger, but not the font. I mean, if you scale the whole thing down like that, the whole font scales down with it. But it's not proportional change of the font or anything like that. It's just the size of the window, including everything in it. And then right click to reset it to the default setting. I keep mine at the default setting. Feel free to point people to our Discord for questions if you need longer answers. Oh yes, of course, Gumdrops, thank you. And hello Gumdrops, how are you? I put a command in for this. I can't remember what I wrote. It was TSM 4.10, and there we go. So head on over to the Discord for a live Q&A after the stream, and there's the link to the Discord. And then the team will be answering questions at 10 o'clock tonight. Yeah. So the scaling will scale the window, like Billis was saying. So scaling does that, scales the whole thing down, but then resizing without the shift held does that. So you've got two different things you can do. So you can make it really, really small by scaling it, or you can actually just resize the window itself without scaling it, and that gives you more room to put things in, like on your dashboard and things like that. You can move things around like this, move that across like that, have a look at that, look at your graph and pretend you had loads of gold at one point, something like that. There's lots of different things you can do with the interface. Ronnie, good evening to you, lovely to have you here. Make about 3,500 cows a day, and that's about 16,000 gold per day. Smart average buy is, so if you're correct, smart average buy is your buy. The MAC cost is the average you bought and farmed. So smart average buy is the average buy price for the number of items in your bags and your bank.
1100 just subscribed. 14 months.
14 months, Will. Thank you so much for your support. That is amazing. Thank you so much. Lovely to have you here as always. Have a whole lot of emojis for you. Thank you, Will. That is amazing. After buying a Bruto the other day, your chart has been painful to look at. Yes, I know the feeling. It's like my one here. Is literally this was my Brutosaur purchase, straight down there, and it took a while to come back up. Although it did come back up. It went up to 4 million at one point, and then I've just been steadily buying and messing around and ticking things along since then. So I've not been going sort of like full-on gold making at this point. I've been buying tokens and stuff like that. So if you bought a total of 1,000 of an item, but you currently only own 200, smart average buy will be based on what you paid for the last 200 you bought. What you paid for the 800 before that is not factored in. Exactly, that's a very concise way of saying it, Billis. And then the average buy still works, and that will be for all your items over time. I mean, take for example, let's look at something in my bags. I guess nylon thread is probably a bad one. Nether weave cloth. I have purchased 11,000 since my accounting period started, and I've got 9,800 currently on me, and my average buy price is 50 silver, but my smart average buy price is 51 silver. So some of the ones I bought recently, some of the ones I bought earlier were cheaper, which is why my smart average buy price has gone higher. I think that kind of tries to explain it somewhat. You can determine the map price there in your settings crafting. So Jack was talking about there as I showed it earlier, under settings, crafting, and your default material cost method here. The default one is kind of like this, except for this part which I've added in myself. The default is like that. and I've added in that bit myself just to include the smart average buy and the average buy. Just hit 5 million this week. Can't bring yourself to buy the Brutal yet. Don't want to be broke. EXP Psych, that is EX Psych. Sorry, there we go. Got it right. Congratulations on getting your 5 million first and foremost. Can we have a whole load of Brutasaurs in the chat for you? Even if you don't choose to buy the Brutasaur. Congratulations on getting 5 million. That's a great achievement. Yeah, it's a tricky one, definitely. Yeah, Dark Moon Fair is up if you want your Dark Moon Firewater, and if you're doing any professions and you want some extra skill points, there's a few extra ones you might want to have there. Definitely the most gold you've ever had, yes, definitely. Does TSM have the ability to sort between guild bank tabs when depositing? When I do a /TSM put, and it will put into the current open guild bank tab, but then if you go over that number, if you've got more than that tab can hold, then it will spill out into the other ones. And then I use another add-on called Sushi Sort to actually organise my guild bank tabs. Lupovsky, thank you so much for the follow. Lovely to have you here. Got a link to the 4.1 video. Ooh, I'm not sure if I've updated my command. Hold on. Let me check. I'll pop it in. It's on my latest. Well, if you go to my YouTube, it's the latest one on there. That's probably the easiest way to see it. Have a look on there, and it'll be the latest video. Just started watching my videos recently. I'd like to be able to buy wild tokens instead of subbing in the future. That would be nice. That was my reason for starting to make gold back in Legion as well. And that was exactly my motivation. And then once the Brutasaur came out, then it kind of escalated from there. And I haven't looked back since. And then gold making has been the focus ever since then. Simply swapping average buy for first smart average buy or average buy. Are there any hiccups to consider? Nothing that I've had, Miss Lucy. I've been using this for months now, and it's fine for me at the moment. Yeah, I think my old command's got episode 7 at the moment. I haven't put the latest one on yet. Merges have made you sad for now. Got like the servers added to mine, and many items have crashed in price since. Yes, that does happen when servers merge. There's not a lot you can do about that other than kind of adapt to the new markets. Look at it this way, you will have more customers. How do we change the colour? You go into your settings, under Appearance, and then you can change to any of the different ones we have here. That's the easiest way to do it. Yes, you can just use Smart Average by Ginny. I decided to use that just in case I didn't happen to have one for some reason. It didn't really matter to me. So Answer, thank you so much. Gifting 5 subs to the community. That's so kind of you. Thank you. Your generosity is endless. Thank you so much. I have a whole load of emotes for you, and if you weren't one of those lucky ones to get a sub from so-and-so, please put them in the chat. Thank you. That's so kind of you. And Tree Tank, thank you so much for the follow. Lovely to have you here. Yeah, Smart Average Buy will be invalid if you currently don't own any of the item. So that would be a good reason to fall back onto Average Buy. Thank you, Billis. That makes me sound much more clever than I was. I knew there was a reason for having it. Yeah, instead of being invalid. That's the best way, really. So at least you've got it, certainly. And Mr. Kakatua, thank you so much for the follow. Medkit was available, so I take this anyway. Something like that would work, definitely, Medkit. Less pressure that way for sure, and you tend to take a lot of breaks through an expansion, so makes sense to you too. I missed the earlier bit of that. What, only 1 sub per month? Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. No worries, Commander Bond. I am equally slow, so you're in good company. Dual boxing, there we go. Yeah, the old use smart average for purchases behaviour was to default to the normal average buy when you had none of the items. So first smart average buy replicates the old behaviour. Aha, there we go. Perfect reason for me to use it. And Luciano, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Lovely to have you here. You got around 5,000 tomes as well. That's definitely stocking up, Derp. Hope it works out, definitely. How's my expulsum string looking? That's okay at the moment, I think. I haven't changed it in a while. Full screen cookie from Myth. Oh, we can definitely do that. We have Oreo, but it works just as much. Let's pop you on over, Oreo. He's fast asleep at the moment, but we can definitely have that and relax and enjoy the Oreo who is asleep. Yes, tomes do work in Shadowlands. How is the enchant market this last few weeks? After a merge, your server tanked and it's not profitable. I think after a merge, yeah, you'd have to have a look at your material prices more than anything else. See if you can get your materials much cheaper to what you're used to. That'll be the only way you can make a new profit based on that, I would say. Yeah, I think so, Ronnie, definitely. There's been a lot more going on, certainly with that. Lizelle, good evening to you. I hope you're doing well. Currently have a full screen Oreo, fast asleep at the moment. I'll jump that back in a second. There we go. I'm back on there. Mouse, with the string, I can show you that. It's basically my string is coming from the bracer shuffle. So I am using, let's have a look, see if I can find it. Go into here, reports, materials, expulsum. So it's the long one that goes with the matte price of everything that makes up the bracer super shuffle, and it's using matte price rather than average buy. So that should work quite well for me. That's straight from the shuffle spreadsheet, which is this one here. There we are. Now is the time to buy, definitely. Lizelle, redeeming a Silas. What kind of Silas would you like, Lizelle? Would you like a happy Silas? A calm Silas? Let me know. I'll put the Wowhead blog back up as well, because we're going to need to go through that as well. It's all going to be TSM, for the most part though, definitely. Discussing everything that's new. Got out crafting months ago, not worth the stress of cancel scanning yet. If you don't want to cancel scan, then there are other markets to go into, certainly. Server merge has gotten you diversifying a lot more, being going to markets you normally wouldn't, and doing the occasional raw gold farm. That sounds like a good mix, definitely. Thank you, Mushy. If Mushy needs to come and bang your heads together, she will. What a Gandalf style. Gandalf style, you shall not proc. Oh, that's perfect, Lizelle. I can do that for you. Right, I don't have a hat. I don't have a Gandalf hat, but I do have the beard. So let's do one of those for you. You shall not proc. I haven't got a staff either, but that kind of works. Happy to oblige, Lizelle. There we go. And Admiral Kiki, good evening to you. Lovely to have you here. Can we get the Wowhead link again? Yes, certainly. Wowhead is that one there. That'll give you a link to that. And Hellrider, good afternoon, good evening to you. If I have missed anyone coming in, I do apologise. The chat's going on nicely and fast, lots of people in. So if I do miss you, it's nothing personal. Please do say hello again if I've missed you. And Humble 314, good afternoon, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Friendly tip before you go, if you have the rep with Uldum Accord, make sure to stock up on the vendor mats for Valor Sand, since the vendor discount is going away in Shadowlands. Is that true? Derplicious, that's interesting. So how does that matter with goblins and their racials? Is it just is it the vendor discount for everyone? That's new to me. I haven't heard that one before. Happy to oblige, Lizelle. Have to meet me. Samadan has a new YouTube vid I have to watch right now. Dustix, no problem. Go watch it and then come back. That's interesting. Speckert, long time no see as well. How are you? Lovely to have you here. I'm doing very well, thank you very much. How about yourself? Don't know how the potions looted in the Darkmoon Fair scale in Shadowlands. I haven't tried them, Stalkcraft. That would have to be something to test out, certainly. Yeah, Uldum is one of the ones I didn't get in terms of like the contracts and things like that. So maybe that's something I can do on my inscription character. Lycum, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Ambassadors, good evening to you. Very safe, thank you very much. But haven't been playing recently. What do I recommend for dealing with throttling? The throttling is mainly to do with cancel scans. So if you can avoid cancel scanning as much as possible, I would suggest that. Try and change your posting times to 12 hours for most of your items. Or if you want to repeatedly go on a market, rather than repeatedly cancel scanning, post up in small chunks and do it little and often throughout the day rather than cancel scanning, and that should help you certainly, because it's only to do with the cancelling more than anything else. Kozakov, good evening to you. Lovely to have you here. They already removed the goblin discount from. I thought you saw it as a post somewhere. I don't know if it was a blue post or not. Okay, I'll have to look out for that one. I hadn't heard of that one certainly. Yeah. What is throttling? Your cancel scans are mostly fast. They will be up to about 100, I think, and then you'll notice a definite throttle in how fast they get cancelled. Certainly. Have I done a test drop for cloths in Shadowlands? Just trying to see how much it drops in average for cloth scavenging. There's from what I've discovered anecdotally. Cloth scavenging certainly works. I noticed a big increase in the amount of cloth that dropped, but it's not huge, and you certainly don't get anything extra from the tools of the trade that I noticed. I haven't run any numbers to be able to tell you with any definitive answer. It's mainly just from a small sample size where I went off and tried to get some cloth for about half an hour. So it's not scientific by any means, but that's just my first general feeling. I've been thinking about starting a new character on a different realm and faction. So I think there are noticeable benefits to spreading out. Yes, definitely. It's fun, and being on a new realm and a new market does open up new opportunities that you might not find on your current server. So yeah, I would definitely recommend spreading out onto other servers, just for the interest alone. But there are new things to learn always, so that makes it good from a second point of view, certainly. So our main topic of today, obviously the Wowhead blog, is talking about the TSM 4.10 release, which we're looking at the moment. Looking wonderful. I mean, it's been in a very stable beta for a long time at the moment. So, and the TSM team will be doing a live Q&A session just at the same time my stream ends. So, TSM 4.10. The link to that is there. So for when the stream ends, we'll pop over there and listen to the TSM team themselves answer questions, which have already been pre-submitted since before yesterday. Yeah, just a change of scenery is fun, yes, definitely. With the TSM 4.10, is it recommended to do a clean install? No, let the TSM app will sort it all out for you, definitely. 4.10.1 is the new version. Yes, that's right. This is the same as what I have here. 4.10.1, all up to date. Don't use the Twitch client to update. Use the TSM app. And then you will have all the TSM goodies, including the lovely graph. You'll have the lovely colours, and you'll have all the extra bits and pieces. If you were using average buy for a lot of your operations, you may want to change that to smart average buy, which is a new number now. But other than that, it should all swap over quite smoothly. Yeah, bad things happen when you use the Twitch client. Definitely let the TSM app deal with it, certainly. This was the bit I was interested in, the sneak peek of what the TSM team is up to. This lovely looking graph here, looking at sales and what have we got here? We've got two different groups, Battle Pets and Battle Pets TCG Pets, and two different lines, sale total and purchase total. I think this looks very, very interesting in terms of analysing data over a time period. I'm looking forward to seeing what comes out of this, certainly. Yavril, thank you so much for the follow. Lovely to have you here. Just ordered craft foam to make a costume monitor frame decoration. Want to make it look like a Pandaren architecture. That sounds great fun. Rose, show us pictures on Discord once you start doing it. You can set the Twitch client to ignore TSM. That's a very good idea, Envoy. I would highly recommend that. Yeah, this graph looks interesting. I'm very interested to see what the TSM team does with this, certainly. So yeah, I'm interested to see what happens with all of this. Obviously, they are onto more things. I mean, there is a very good reason to think that the jump from 4.9 to 4.10 should almost have been like a full number release up to TSM 5. But this, looking at this, looks like it might be a 5.0 release. Definitely. This looks like some interesting data coming out of this. We all love a good spreadsheet, and we love a good graph, us gold makers. So I'm very much looking forward to that. And then I've also got a link to my video from about a month ago where I went through all the new features of TSM 4.10. So that is still valid for most of the features. There's even new ones since then. Things like the import export on groups now, that has now moved. So that has gone to your no, it's not in here, it's in your groups, in your group management. Instead of having an import export tab here, we now have import group here, and then when you select a group you have export group up here. So that's a new thing as well. And then when groups get imported, they become into a new group called imported group, and you pop them in there. So it will come into a new group here. A sneak peek is web-based. Is it, Gumdrops? Ah, interesting. Okay. That's interesting to know. So basically we can go to the TSM website, I take it, and have a look at all our data. That's going to be very interesting. So that's more of a companion thing to TSM then. Maybe. And Oreo hiding. Oh, Oreo is hiding the export. Oh yes, sorry, thank you. Hold on a second. I'll move this over here. There we go. So import is here. Export is here, up in the top right corner. Okay, thank you. I forgot Oreo was over there. I'll have to move him back over the other side. It's looking steady here. I've got barely any drop frames at the moment, according to my things here. So maybe try a refresh. Yeah, it's okay for other people, so it might be an individual thing, certainly. Typical cat, always sleeping on the important computer. But yeah, I mean, normally Cookie will come up and sit on the desk and right in front of the keyboard and stop me from doing videos and Wowhead blogs and things like that. At least until I've given her some attention, certainly. But, you know, such is the way of cats. Wouldn't want it any other way, certainly. So if you do have any more questions about TSM, please do ask in chat. I'm going to move on with a Wowhead blog about the other news for the week. We touched on this earlier a little bit about the 100% XP buff returning. So it's now including the Uldum and Rajani reputations. So if you have got inscription, there could be some good markets selling contracts there. They may go down as other people get the contracts. And then there's the flip side of that is also people using the rep to get their Paragon rewards, and the emissary is giving 2,000 gold as well. So there's a lot of people doing that for an actual gold farm in itself, which is perfectly valid. Hiku has run the numbers here, saying that if you can complete 3 emissaries in 45 minutes, then it's better than 7,500 gold per hour farm, and that seems pretty doable. If you can do it quicker than that, then it's better than a 15 gold per hour farm. So it depends on how quickly you can do the emissaries more than anything else, and to some extent probably what the emissaries are, whether they have extra gold attached to them as well. Obviously you can only do that per character, so if you've got a lot of alts you can run through, then you can just keep on doing this and getting a decent amount of gold that way. Certainly worth considering. No problem, Derp. Lovely to have you here. Can I please tell you how to make the font bigger in the new TSM? You can't make the font itself on its own bigger. You can scale the window, so you can resize the window as you would normally, which doesn't change the size of anything. You can scale the whole thing by holding shift down and moving on the little bottom right corner, and that will scale things up and it will scale things down. So you can make things a lot smaller there, holding shift down that is, and then right click to reset it. It's all in the tooltip when you hover over the bottom right hand corner. So that way it keeps everything sort of connected and the right font size, but you can't change the font size itself. Agnes Gotcha, almost missed me, but you're here now, so it's lovely to have you here. Every quest is 60 gold and just rep. That's without any rep mention, so it's really adding up fast. Yeah, I can imagine. Definitely mushy. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's not a method I personally have used in order to make gold, but it's still valid. And the great thing about gold making is there's lots of different ways to make gold. So this is about reputation gold making. We're talking about the new buff. Not the new buff, the buff has come back for the month of September, and basically if you do your emissaries and you're already at Exalted and you can get the Paragon rewards, then you get a lot of gold that way. Yeah, you've done it before, Will. Having loads of alts definitely helps. Yeah, the Paragon box is about 4,000 gold, isn't it? So that does give you a decent amount of gold. And it's 10,000 rep is one Paragon box. I mean, I should probably do it on Samadan, actually, looking at Samadan, because I have, looking at my character, I still don't have a lot of Paragon rep here. 7th Legion, Proudmoore, and Tortolan Seekers is the only ones I've got to Exalted. I'm still only friendly with Rajani, revered with Rustbolt, Storm's Wake is revered, so I'm still a way to go on my reputations. Lots of different things to do, and that's only on this character. Other characters are going to have more as well, so I would normally do that, but I've got so much to do in all my other sort of adventures. Reputation is kind of like low on my priorities. Syncopatics, good evening to you, and Beer and Bunnies, good afternoon to you. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, Paragon starts after Exalted. Yeah, especially if a 2k gold one is up, and then you can go through. Yeah. If you now have or can flip medallions, do it. Sell them. Why do it now, Jack? Is something changing with those? Medallions, is it mainly for the reputation more than anything else, I guess? And what server can I recommend for gold making? High pop or low pop? Considering that a lot of the low pops are now becoming more medium to high pops with all the connections that Blizzard are doing at the moment, I would go for medium to high if you can. Not full if you can avoid it. It's because of the rep buffing, I'll get the advantage. Alright, brilliant, Jack. That would make perfect sense. Not to mention the Paragon boxes can drop pets and mounts. I'm interested into collecting those. Exactly, there's lots of few extra bits and pieces there, certainly. Is it Medallions of the Legion you were talking about, Jack? Rep item and trade chat make people aware why you need to buy them. Yeah, that's a good point actually. And you've got an article, Jack, haven't you, about talking in trade chat? Do you want to put a link to that on your website? Hashtag ad, but it's worth mentioning at this point because I don't use trade chat myself. 50k. So sad that your first server you played this game is merging. I have a couple of level 80 characters there and now have to level them up before Shadowlands and have lots of things to do. Welcome to the club, Netget. So much to do, such little time, certainly. Yeah, 10k each for the medallions. Oh, that's good. No matter how you set the size of your TSM, the font is still small. Oh, right, okay, Earth. I guess it's how you define small, really. I mean, that's kind of like the size it is for me. I can't really make this window much bigger at my resolution. Unless the only way I would change that is if I go into my system and turn off my graphics scaling. And then I go back to here and go to TSM there. Then I've got a bit more real estate to maybe make the window bigger there. But then that looks similar to what it was before. That's about as big as I can get my font for me with my screen resolution at the moment at 1920 by 1080. The font won't change. Oh, okay, because the font is changing for me here. If we look at it there, the font is definitely smaller there and then bigger there. I'm holding shift down whilst doing this. Oops, now I can't see the end. Hold on. Let me just reset that. There we go. Yeah, so you hold shift whilst you drag it. That should make it bigger. And then right click, change that. I'm going to have to change my scaling though, because that looks really weird. I can't see everything. Not there. Hold on. System. User interface scale. There we go. My old eyes can see much better now. That's how I prefer to have it, certainly. There we go. That's much better. You did hold shift and it does nothing. Interesting. It's very interesting. Regarding the changing the font size, don't have any plans to allow change of font size, specifically because the scaling is possible. Changing the font would also increase the size of the window in the same manner. There'd be no difference. Exactly as Gumdrop said, I guess it's just a proportional thing to any graphical elements that there might be changing the font size, but yes. And now your TSM screen is just grey, nothing else. Try a slash reload. Actually, no, that doesn't sound correct. Needs to be at least 3 times the size of my user interface. Yeah, I think that would work. I just need a bigger monitor if I'm going to go that route. Certainly. Yeah, it should scale. Yes, as Gumdrop says, pop in the Discord. TSM 4.10. There's the link to the Discord. If you go in there and let them know, then they can sort you out there. It does, Beer and Bunnies. Totally agree with you on that one. It's a big improvement. John's back. Good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Lovely to have you here. Hope your day has been fantastic so far. Hope everyone is enjoying 4.10. And Greaseneck, good evening to you. Go with a 43-inch ultra wide screen. Yeah, something like that. I mean, my monitor, what is it at the moment? 27 inches my monitor, which is a comfortable size considering how far it is away from my face. Definitely. Midnight Hawk, good evening to you. Lovely to have you here. How have you been? You're getting a 2 to 4 second delay when selling using scrap when TSM is active. Any advice? Same with selling BOE in TSM. Have you tried selling using scrap? What do you mean by selling using scrap? Do you mean just like regular auctioning? Try a different... Sam is a bit grey, definitely. Do you mean just general auction house posting and selling? Or do you mean actually scrapping? I'm not sure what you mean. Been great, thanks. Just chilling with the Tour de France whilst crafting. I've been very good, thank you, John. I am enjoying going through the Wowhead blog at the moment. So we've gone through TSM changes and things like that, and we've gone through the rep buff. The other thing I wanted to talk about was a student did a nice video this week talking about farming up runecloth and mageweave. Nice little location there, especially if you get a group together for the hyperspawn of it. And he had an interesting take about the whole relic of the past, whether it's valid, well, not whether it's valid, whether it's going to actually make it to live servers, because you never know. This is still, Blizzard may pull it at any time. But the thing talked about here is more about adapting to markets as they are now. And a lot of us are speculating on markets and buying a lot of this up. So if you can farm some and sell it to other players, then now is the perfect time to do that. And this is all about that, really. Highly recommend giving that a watch. Very informative, that one. Ultra widescreen, it's up for streaming because everyone else spends all day complaining that the image is stretched and letterboxed. Yeah, ultra wide would be good. I would prefer multiple monitors, definitely. And do I know if the 10 token cap is per WoW account or Battle.net account? I don't know, actually. Does anyone else know about the token cap? I love 4.10 already. Don't have to work out manually how many sumptuous fur you can buy with your garrison resources. Hit the max button. Yes, it's nice to have that in there. I would like another button, a stack button like you have in Buy 'em All. But other than that, yeah, it's looking really good. Max definitely makes it a lot easier. And Sunzi D21, thank you so much for stopping by. And Ken3413, thank you also for stopping by. Okay. Reset the UI and scaling's working. Oh, excellent, Earth. I'm glad you found a solution for that. Use ultra wide also for streaming. I guess for me with streaming, it's because I let anything on this screen, my main screen, is what gets broadcast, so I can move windows in and out. I know a lot of people just do kind of like display capture and things like that. Not 100% sure, but pretty sure it's Battle.net. Okay. Sounds great. The video was actually on your to watch. It's like since you like student, but tend to agree. You sell off sumptuous fur when prices spike. Yes, exactly. Adapt to the markets and make good use of it. It's a really good video of students, that one. And when I make a new group, how to add the crafting to it. So when I make a new group, I go into my groups here, and then I make a new group here. So a new group, and I'll call it test. There we go. And then you click on operations here, and then when you want to make a crafting operation, you want to add it here. So override parent operation, add one more in here. Now I've got a number of different ones here depending on the number I want to craft, so I'll use one like say 10 of each, and I'll add that operation to my test group there. And then any items that I add into this group will then have that crafting operation attached to it. I hope that helps, Ken. It says Battle.net. Okay, brilliant. Thank you, Wondersheep. And thank you, Chalcosis as well. Brilliant. Thank you all. Very helpful. So many old farms have opened up. Heaven for mat farmers. Yes, lots of interesting opportunities, definitely. Just updated the knowledge base link to my new playlist as the flagship guide. Oh, thank you, Gumdrops. That's so kind of you. I want to add more to it. Obviously, I've only done those main ones and how to install it and things like that. So I'll be doing more and more over the next few months, definitely. So that's fantastic. Thank you. You got too used to WoW being 3440 by 1400. Wow. That's a big resolution. Yeah, there's a lot of oh wow, Doc, thank you so much. That's so kind of you, gifting out 5 subs. So super duper kind of you. Thank you. If you all were one of those lucky people to get an emote, get a sub from Doc, please put emotes in the chat. That's amazing. Thank you. That's wonderful. People will focus on herbs and skins in Shadowlands until flying, and then switch out to relics. Going to be interesting. Yes, I guess so. I mean, the thing I think about relics is the relics is going to be a good thing for during pre-patch, basically. That's when I'm thinking it'll hit, certainly. Thank you for the content as always. Well, thank you, Doc Otter. It's so kind of you. Really do appreciate it. I'm sceptical to what extent they'll open up old materials. We have way too many of these mats anyway, and most levelers will only ever use or need quest gear. So level 50 stuff is now item level 87, which isn't great. It's kind of like Raid Finder level gear, basically. 87 is how it's currently compares to. So yeah, it's only level 50 as well, so it's more like it's going to be a vendor thing than it is to other players, unfortunately. What's your favourite TSM appearance? That's going to be an interesting one, actually, Jack. I'd like to see what the results are for that one. I like the standard one, so I'm going to vote for Midnight. That's my favourite one. Midnight and Winamp are currently in the lead. Delaying, procrastinating on a workout at the moment. Do what I do, Jack, and not Jack, sorry, Doc, and don't do them.
And Dikey just subscribed.
Andy Key, I'm sorry Brian butchered your name, but thank you so much. 5 months with Prime, that's amazing. Thank you so much. A whole lot of emotes for you. Thank you for your support. Really do appreciate that. Andai. Why did it do Andai key? Very strange. Craft about the tuxedo. Don't go over. Don't go overkill and craft and sell mass. You might end up with getting banned for abuse. Yes, I think so, Darkwing. I would avoid if that tuxedo makes it into live. I will not be making any of those because that is clearly way too high. Will there be any changes to garrison items, i.e. hexy bags, etc.? Not that I've seen so far. There is a bug currently with the followers not giving the right amount of bonuses, I believe. Rose was on top of that one with the sumptuous fur side of things. But with the hexy bags, I think we'll still get a good market for those because I haven't seen anything with 32 and 34 slot bags yet. Yeah, it does mean farmers have got options, definitely. Oreo's snoring behind me now. Your TSM will not accept the expulsum stream from the Excel sheet. Getting annoyed. Copy pasting the TSM and it's giving you the red outline. Interesting. Let me try. I haven't got the let's bring the sheet up here. So if I go into, I'll try a test here. Let me just go into here, reports, materials, exp for expulsum. So if I go there and select that, copy that, paste it in there, then I should go down and delete the last speech mark and then go to the beginning and delete that one, and then it should work. Try that, mouse. You have to delete the quote marks at the beginning and the end. Try that one. Astonilok found my channel from unbelievably good YouTube videos. Thank you for the content. You are more than welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. There's no sexy thing that you must do to craft a tuxedo with relics and sell it. Item having a very high sell price is not an exploit. No, but it also is something that's clearly very different to everything else, so it looks like a bug to me. Oh wow, Gumdrops, thank you so much. Gifting out 5 5 subs and kicking off a hype train. That is amazing. Thank you, Gumdrops, that is so kind of you. If you are one of those lucky people to get a sub from Gumdrops, no less, then please put some emotes in the chat. And thank you, Gumdrops, for all your generosity. That is very kind of you. Yeah, I really hope. I think given the exposure we've given it now, I don't think it will go live, definitely. Wow, that's already up to level 4 hype train. Well, that escalated somewhat. Let me just check. No lots for this one. Oh, okay, thank you. Syncopatic's continuing the gift sub. Thank you so much. Mouse has just given me a heads up that I missed that one. Thank you so much, and sorry I missed that one. 5 stabs. They just need to fix stuff we report, hopefully, definitely. Congrats on the stubs, everyone. That's what it'll have to be called now, definitely. How did the straw poll go? What did we get with the results? Midnight's the winner. Clear winner there. There we go. Yeah. Goblin emotes were the best. Kay did a fantastic job on those. I need to get on with my emotes as well. I'm remiss in getting going on designing those. I have to allocate at least half a day for a couple of emotes a week, so that I can at least get some more ticking through. Certainly, it takes longer than you think to do emotes. First creator that I subscribe to. Really enjoy my content and the community here on the stream. Always enjoy it. Well, thank you, Syncopathic. That's so kind of you. Thank you. Have 2 questions. In my videos, you'll speak about getting your profession sorted on the alt army. What do I mean? Finally, we'll see the 2000 emissaries. Will the 2k emissaries be in Shadowlands? I don't know about the 2k emissaries. I would not expect them at this point, but who knows with Blizzard on that one. In terms of getting my professions up, the main thing I'm focusing on, just in case the whole Relics of the Past thing makes it to live, I want to make sure that I've got depth in my main 3 armour crafting professions, so that's tailoring and leatherworking and blacksmithing. So what I'm doing there is just making sure that they're each full in terms of, like, I've got them leveled in every single one, and then I want to make sure that I've got lots of rare recipes as well. Oh wow, thank you. Can be Sama for gifting us up.
420 cheered. X500.
And Surox, thank you so much for the cheer as well. That is amazing. Hype train is almost up to level 5 as well. That's amazing. Thank you all. That support is absolutely brilliant. You are more than generous, so thank you very much. Did I hear hype train? It's definitely up there. That's 65%. That's amazing. Yeah, but your horse would never choose anything named Stormwind. Oh right, okay. And oh, LFD, thank you so much, gifting a sub as well. And Lizelle, wow, Lizelle, thank you, and LFD. That is incredibly kind of you. That is just escalated things rather a lot. Thank you so much. Oh, that is brilliant, thank you. If you were one of those lucky people to get gifted a sub right there, that is amazing. Thank you, thank you. Your generosity is amazing. And that is almost at level 5 as well, wow. That is amazing. Thank you so much. For the cats. Yeah, we definitely need more cats. So Oreo's having a little groom at the moment, definitely. Oh, Jack, thank you. Pushing it right up to level 5. Thank you for gifting out 2 subs. That is so kind of you. Thank you all for your support. It really does mean the world to me. A whole lot of emotes for everyone. Thank you so much. That is brilliant. Final level, all kicked off. That is brilliant. That is amazing. And Surox subbing for 10 months. Amazing. Thank you. Perfect timing. Really do appreciate that. That is amazing. Let's continue. Most definitely. That is amazing. Thank you so much. You are all wonderful people. And this is a wonderful community. Most definitely. Couldn't ask for better. I'll be coming up for 3 years, kind of like when I officially did. Well, it's about 3 years now, actually. 3 years doing content creation, so this is absolutely amazing. Thank you all. They've gone a little overboard. You bought 15,000 Zenithid for maroon ink. Wow, that's a decent chunk. I mean, if you can turn it into something and make some decent profit from that, then it's certainly worth doing, if you manage to get them cheaply enough.
John Spack cheered. X100.
John Spack, thank you so much. That's very kind of you. I think we'll just like to see the kitty stretching along. Yeah. Let's have a look at Oreo for a minute. He's enjoying just being stretched out at the moment, wondering where to go. There we go. He's wondering why I stopped now. Now he's going to have a groom. There we go. There's Oreo for you. Too excited for the subs. Oh, Real Ginny, thank you so much. Subbing with your Prime as well. Wow, that is amazing. Thank you, Real Ginny. Support is most appreciated, thank you. I've been far too conservative, been doing immediate flips on vanilla mats rather than keeping them. I think that's quite sensible, really. Just see what you can do, definitely. And it's not me 88. Thank you so much with your brand new Prime. That's incredibly kind of you. Thank you very much. Thank you for your support. We've definitely kicked the hype train into overdrive here, most definitely. Thank you, everyone. And Jake Evans, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. And Lady Rizna, thank you also for the follow. Hope you're having a fantastic day. So real quick, first log into the game today. Updated TSM. Dashboard shows nothing, and clicking settings brings up nothing. Time to figure out what you did wrong.
was underscore taken cheered. X100. Say my name, Brian. Thank you.
So he said your name, so that's perfect. Thank you so much. So real quick, first log into the game today. Updated TSM and dashboard shows nothing, and clicking settings brings up anything. So what does your app say? And did you have TSM closed whilst you had it? Because your app should say it's TSM 4.10.1. Wow, that was brilliant. Thank you all. The amazing support on that hype train. Congratulations to everyone who got emotes from that. That was amazing. Thank you. Oh, bless you, Oreo. Poor Oreo just sneezed. I don't know if you heard that. Thank you, everyone. That was brilliant. So yes, I would try closing down WoW, making sure the app is up to date, and then see what happens from there. Going to buy 20,000 of Winter's Kiss, turn it all into Crimson Ink so you can keep crafting BFA glyphs in the next year. That's a good position to be in, definitely. Yes, you did hear it, did you, Mouse? Mats for the Relic of the Past still viable to farm? Check the prices on your server. If they are high on your server, then yes, farm them now. Sell most of them to players now, and keep a few of them for yourself, and then see what happens after that. I haven't checked, Real Jenny. I will have to check my mail. I haven't seen it yet, but I imagine I probably did if you sent it. I just haven't opened up my mail in a couple of days. So that'll be the main thing there. And Torrin N, thank you so much for the follow. Lovely to have you here. So should we finish off the Wowhead blog? So we've got the last thing on the list was the new unique 34 slot bag that is coming from Bronjam in the Ice Crown Citadel boss that drops in the new pre-patch event. So it doesn't always drop. I'm not sure how rare it is. I think there are a couple of other bags that do get dropped as well. So it's a bit like the Madman's luggage that you can buy for 500,000. So it is unique. You can only have one of them per character. So I don't think it will really affect our sales of deep sea hexweave and embroidered deep sea bags at the moment. But it's still worth it. You know, a 34 slot bag is still very useful. Mac Wackle, thank you so much for the follow. One day remember, you've got a long boy, stop running to Stormwind post. Maybe. I still go to Stormwind though. So that pretty much wraps up the weekly economy wrap up. If you do have any questions, don't forget the live Q&A Discord happening for the TSM team after my stream. I'll just put the command in for that. TSM 4.10. So be sure to go on over to the Discord. I won't do a raid or anything tonight, so I suggest we all head on over to the Discord and listen to what the TSM team have to say after the stream. Really looking forward to that. In the meantime, shall we go and open up some mailboxes, see what kind of gold we've made over this week? Haven't been paying a huge amount of attention to my gold making this week. I've been spending a lot of gold this week on my blacksmithing, so I've probably lost a lot of gold overall, I would say. Let's have a look. Yeah, I definitely would like to tune into that one. Use someone else's Brutus to buy mats and go to Stormwind and posted the items. I know, exactly, Metcam. Didn't even use my own Brutosaur. Keller Dog, thank you so much for the follow. So what the Q&A will look like? Voice or text, or maybe which of the rooms? It's in, I believe it's in one of the voice channels, Xerox. So I'm sure they'll just be reading it out from there. When will the next episode of Samadan Plays WoW be out? I don't think I've seen anything so relaxing before. The next episode will be early next week. It's next on my list of videos to make. Right, let's move a few things over here whilst we're here. So we've got some expires to deal with. How's my bag space looking? 105, that's looking quite healthy actually. We might need to make some more guilds the way I've been filling up my guild banks at the moment. So I'll deal with my expires and everything. This is my first time using the 4.10.1 release version, so that's going to be interesting. as I've been using beta for such a long time. Oh yeah, there we go, there's the Elementium Ore. I see that come in. I should probably move to a less laggy zone actually. This is going slightly slower than normal, looking at all this mail coming in. Up to 35,000 spent on old world cloth to make relics. Tomorrow you'll likely hit 370,000 sumptuous fur, so you can make so many relics. You just need the old cloth for the items themselves. Yes, you need to do 2 parts of it, certainly. Let's go with that, and auctioning, run a post scan, get this lot on. Where's my cut for the Elementiums farmed? Yeah, I think going to Stormwind will speed this up, certainly. There might even be a jack there. And Corbelman, thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for the follow. How are you? Hope you're having a fantastic day. Here's a runaway freight train. No. Yeah, I'm going to I'll post this lot up and then I'll head over to Stormwind because it's usually a lot faster here. That number is suspiciously green. Yes, I did notice that actually, Real Ginny. We'll have a look at that. It should be red, shouldn't it? Let me have a look. And Rasheen, good evening to you. Lovely to have you here. I hope you're doing well. Are you excited for the TSM 4.10 release today? Are you going to be joining in the Discord whilst the team talks tonight after the...
If you find anything exotic,
let's have a look at this. Elementium Ore. Yes. There's extra gold here, Ginny. I'm going to have to return you the gold and give you the an extra 9,000 back from looking at that. Crazy Pink Iguana, thank you so much. 9 months. That's amazing with your Prime. Thank you. Thank you so much. I have a whole of emotes for you. Thank you. Thank you so much. No, you're not listening to the team or checking out TSM. You don't even log into World of Warcraft. That's sad news, Rasheen, but I understand. Lovely to have you here nonetheless. Your company is most welcome. Alright, we'll have to sort that one out. There we go. Babbly Bap, thank you so much for the follow. I love the name. That's a great name. And Ozoro86, thank you also for stopping by. Hope you're doing well. Have I seen the new website Aurora is working on? No, I haven't, Jack. What is it? Give the auctions to you to post so she doesn't need to check out 4.10. They are right, it's their game, didn't you know? You wish. Right, just going to head on over here, get ourselves to our favourite one. There we are. Which one is it? The region auction search. Oh, right, okay, let's have a look. So, EU and US English, load, all auctions. What is... Let's just move this over and have a look. Region auction search. You can search for the cheapest items on a realm. Ah, right, okay. So what else does it do? All auctions, lowest price, market price. On multiple realms, right, okay. Bonus IDs, belt of concealed intent, pet name, whelpling, breed, and then you can search for one thing. Okay, interesting. Quality, poor, uncommon, rare, pet names, item ID, bonus IDs, and you search for all of them, and then it comes back with to type in an item like I don't know, I have to think of an item. Mooncloth robe. Search for that. And I might have broken it. Or it's doing something. Oh, there we go. Mooncloth robe. On Rexar, Wildhammer, Silver Moon, Dentar, Draenor, Argent Dawn. Ah, interesting. Very interesting. Where's Shadow Song? I must have one here. No, Shattered Holes. Shadow Song? There's no Shadow Song. Maybe I haven't... Oh, I haven't posted mine on, that's why. Ah, that's... for flipping out the realms, that's very nice, Jack. I like that, yeah, definitely. Can you recommend where to get pre-made groups for TSM? The TSM site themselves, if you go TSM, do a Google search for TSM Grouper, and then they have their own section there where there's a lot of groups that people will... You can make groups there and you can post them on there. So that's definitely worth a go. I haven't got the actual link to it itself, but if someone wants to pop that in the chat, feel free to. Yes, there's user interface. There's new things with TSM 4.10 that improve your life, which you didn't even realise you needed. Picking a server video, and my server location is surprising for gold making. Always thought Hypop was the best to make gold. Yes, in some senses, but I would actually say I prefer middle to high in terms of space, yeah, we're full, that's why. In terms of server size, because I find Hypop is too much competition for me usually. Although you tend to get a lot of sales, the profit margins are less until you can find good places to get your materials cheap from. That's the key to a Hypop server. One button key binding coming in pre-patch, so happy for that. No add-on needed. Oh really? Tell me more, Cabbageman. I don't know what that means. There we go. Jack's here. Big dino behind me, scary looking one. Jack's in the chat. Hypo is determined by your time you can spend in game. As Rasheen says, wise words indeed. And your knowledge of those markets will go a long way, certainly. Slide, no problem. Hope items you sent helped a bit with the professional level, and they certainly did. Thank you, Slide. They were very, very helpful. Thank you. One thing that was a shame was the rare plan was gone. It was over 30 days in the mailbox. Oh, sorry to hear that. That happens sometimes. TSM is too complicated for you. Vessi, if you have any questions, please do ask them here, and myself or anyone will hopefully get you started at least. If TSM is something you want to learn over time, then I do have a number of videos that I'm building on, especially for TSM 4.10. And if you watch my beginner journey series, I also go through TSM in a sort of slow, steady way that way. Manually undercut champs unite. That's fair enough. That's what Drizzling Rose does, and it certainly works for her. We've also got some extra stuff here. So this is more stuff from Slide, I think it is, isn't it? So let me just open up all of this. And then we've got the Elementium Ore, which included the gold. I missed the one from, was it just Ginny that had that one? Matthews, follow, and Frank Guru, thank you both for the follow. Lovely to have you both here. Was it just to Ginny the all went? So I'll just send you in. It's DJINNI, isn't it? Hold on, if that's correct. Hopefully that should work. Nikosi, thank you so much for subbing. That's so kind of you. And Regnali, thank you so much for the follow. That is amazing. Thank you so much. Let's have a whole load of emotes for you, Nikosi. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Samadan squad. Thank you for your support. I really do appreciate that. Yeah, it's a lot easier to use now, certainly with 4.10. Used it for a few years back, but it was hard to keep up and evolve. Yes, it had, especially TSM 3, did have quite a steep learning curve, certainly. Yeah, Jack, if you got the link to Aurora's, there you go. John's back's got it already. Fantastic. Thank you, everyone. You're on a full server. Really don't envy your competitors. I seem to be online 24/7. Back-to-back cancel scans. Yeah, I wouldn't like to be in that market myself, certainly. It's just G-J-I-N-N-I-I, 2 I's. Okay, make sure I get that correct. And then we'll send the money. So you gave me 9,000, so I'll give you 18,000 gold back. There we go. D-J-I-N-N-I-I. There we go. Hopefully that goes to the right person. Two eyes on Shadow Song. For or no money is the other one. Yeah, there we go. Hopefully that should work. To make Machine Man. Sounds like fun to you. Go crash the price as much as you can, see how they react. TSM 3 had its bad sides, but that was nothing compared to TSM 4. I think, yeah, I mean, TSM 4, I think the difference when you went from 3 to 4 was that if you were a power user of 3, I think a lot of the functions you might have used disappeared with 4. And then I think 4.10, it's now in a position where a lot of those things I certainly don't miss. I've gotten used to using it this way, but I was never really a power user of 3. I came in late to that party, certainly. And Bessie, thank you so much for the follow. Very kind of you. No problem, Jenny. Your auction house attempts to keep getting cut to prices that are not even worth posting for. Kind of sad about that. It can be hard when the profits are squeezed to the, sort of the bare minimum, certainly. Not a huge amount of gold this week. I've not really been focusing on my auctions. I've not actually restocked at all this week. Oh, we just sold something. Uncanny Satin Cloak for 1,200. I'll open up all of this, collect up some gold. We're still at just over 1 million gold. So we're all right there. We're missing this Abyssal Fried Risol. Let me just try that. From the standard one. Yeah, I might need to reload on that one. Don't think it likes that last one. Is transmog my niche of gold making? No, transmog is not my niche at all. I will occasionally sell the odd bit that if I picked it up, but that's as far as I go. $1 million gold. It'll be so strange if you get to that. It's a lovely milestone to have. The first time you hit 1 million gold is amazing, and then you realise that you can hit that again, and it is. There we go. It disappeared. That would explain it. Let's go post our things on. Is there a list of best servers for gold making? Debating on leaving your server. I did a video about choosing a server for gold making. There's not necessarily a best one. It's all about what you want out of a server, really. So I went through a whole decision making process when I chose Lightbringer on NA, and so that video goes through that whole thing. Could I explain why it's my cup of tea? In terms of the main thing is I find the sales are very slow, and running old dungeons isn't what I find as enjoyable as doing professions. So professions is more what I enjoy doing. I mean, sometimes I do run old dungeons and I will sell things from there. I've done Bastion of Twilight quite a few times. There's some people who seems to be bot without being a bot. There are some who really are a bot. Yeah, that's kind of like it's not always obvious, definitely. Practicing swimming in gold. I used to farm and sell pets. I mean, that is a good niche to be in. I did try pets for a little while myself, and again, it wasn't my kind of thing in terms of like the speed of the sales. Once I went from that and went to enchanting and legion, I realised how much more fun I was having doing sort of like the quicker turnaround things. No worries, Mouse. Eat away, enjoy your food. I'm going to go through and just run through my mailboxes on each of these characters first. See if we can get our gold reserves up a little bit after all the spending I've been doing recently. So I'll go and post all this lot on. Yeah, Transmog didn't sell on your server. You have to have a large number of it to start seeing regular sales. Yeah, if you know your pets, then they can be a good market, certainly. Practicing swimming in silver instead in Black Desert Online. Need to grab your third portion from the Woxing. Darkwing, that sounds fantastic. We don't have any Silas buff here, so we can take this at our leisure. We have a few potion sales, not a huge amount. Let's post them back on, see if we can get some more. 13,000 for Awakening. Usual bits and pieces, so we'll open up all of those. Take the gold from that for that week. And then we will post that lot on first. Do our daily cooldowns. And then we'll go over and check on Silas and see if we get a prop. Do I think the relic flip will make it to live? I do, actually. I do think it will make it. The Blizzard have had plenty of time and chances to pull it, and they're still holding on to it at the moment. How do I organise my base groups by profession or expansion? I have it per profession per character, and then I like to split it by expansion as well. I like to see them all categorised like that. Some people like to have everything in one go, but I like to certainly put them in per expansion, certainly. As far as I know, LFD, it's still in its current state. Last time I checked was Thursday. I checked on Thursday and it was still in there. Alright, let's see if we have a Silas proc. No, it's disguised today, so we'll go through and just check on what we need to sell. There we go, get rid of the junk. Everything else is fine, we'll keep that on. Keep our auctions on for the moment, and then we'll jump onto our next character. Yeah, it's a nice side market, as Rasheen says. Was it the tux jacket or shirt that was busted on price? It was the tuxedo jacket. How far out do I typically have my subscription with WoW? 2 to 3 months or 6 months? I do mine in 6-month chunks because it's the most cost-effective way to do it. Ekatostasis. Sorry if I butchered your name. Thank you so much for stopping by. Lovely to have you here. Let's deal with a few more. A little bit of sales here, nothing huge. Some contracts though. Champions of Azeroth, Amberpine Leg Guards, and a Compendium of Sundering. We probably could do with a restock on this character. I'll go through and open all the mail first, and then we'll come back and do restocks, I think. Check yesterday evening, still at 34k. Okay, thank you, Ronnie. And go over to Earthen, have a look here. How valuable is the herbs to anchors transmute? It is about double my gold usually. I'll have a look when I go over to Nadamas because I've got all the prices set up there. I can see the price. I've got a anchorweed price on there, and I know that's my base price of anchorweed based on the price of my potions. Leveled mop engineering today. So you're getting your first ever crafting operations in TSM. Wish me luck. Good luck, Wonder Sheep. 11 Bar Boss, good evening to you. Have I done a guide on TSM 4.10? Yours just updated and I feel fairly mind-blown, oddly. I have a whole series on that. It's I've got a series of what's new in TSM 4.10. I've got a video on sort of like getting started with basic groups and operations, and just literally today I did a new video on getting started with professions. So check out my YouTube video. There's a playlist all about TSM 4.10 in there, and then that will give you hopefully some pointers. Obviously, if you have any questions, please do ask them in chat. Myself or anyone else will be happy to answer. There's no need to pair gathering with a specific profession unless you only play one character. I would say so, Rasheen, it's totally up to you, isn't it? No problem. My pleasure entirely. Alright, let's take those sails, a bit of uncanny gear. It's always a good start. Let's go through here. Did I do a post scan? No, I didn't. Let's just post that lot back on. Let's move this across a little bit here. One of the great things of TSM 4.10, being able to move columns. I love this this feature. This is brilliant. Let's go through, post this lot on. You get inspired to farm, but when you log in, you're drained before you get started. Simulation, that is absolutely fine. It's farming takes a certain mindset. You either enjoy it or you don't. Uncanny never sells on your realms. Interesting, Mr. Pro. Are you ignoring item variations at this stage, or are you selling them specific to the variations? I've recently just switched over to ignoring item variations on mine. I still get the odd sale though. It's let me just move that chat back up there. There we go. I find blacksmithing weapons is the best at the moment, out of all the uncanny gear. Right, we're going to need to do some cooldowns on El Morte. We've got started with our Warlords of Draenor and our Pandarian blacksmithing, so we need to make sure we get those going. Is there really not a good profession at launch? Always make gold, whatever profession was on your main. Yeah, basically, I think any profession would be good. That retailoring rooftop. How did I move the chat in my WoW interface? Shift plus drag does not work for me. I use, there's basically a little, if you right click on it, you can lock the window. Right click again, unlock the window, and then you can move it around. That's how you are able to move that around. Oh look, there was me when I did my last screenshot. Okay, actually I need to be here because I need one of these for my daily cooldowns. Simulation, thank you so much for your brand new sub. That's so kind of you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Welcome to the Samadan squad. Have a whole load of emotes for you to use as you will. That's incredibly kind of you. As far as we know, I haven't seen anything with new bags in Shadowlands, but as Metcat pointed out the other day, there were some data mined icons for bags. Whether they are going to be for 32 and 34 slot bags or not yet, I don't know. Yeah, gathering professions usually do good. My blacksmith here is also a miner, and they do pair together really well. Most definitely. Looking at this, I'm going to go to the standard interface. So we need Secrets of Draenor. We'll learn that. We'll do a balanced Trillium ingot. We'll learn that. And get ourselves crafted Malevolent Gladiators braces. And then we'll do a Lightning Steel ingot. And get ourselves some Haunted Steel threads. Treads, not threads. That'll be tailoring. So that's a good start. Let's check, see if we got any sales. This is on my new group that I just made for the video just recently, so we'll check this out, see if I got any sales since then. We do. Uncanny Combatants Place Waistguard of the Aurora. So if you were following on from the video from TSM Professions, this is me collecting up my mail, collecting up my gold. Then I'll repost everything back on. The way they are, it's going to be crazy. I think, Trash Beast, there are going to be some exciting opportunities. It may be a bit boring making these things and selling to a vendor. I'd rather sell them to other players. But I think if it's a decent gold maker, people will use it, certainly. Or at least sell items to people who are going to do it. You don't necessarily need to do the whole vendor shuffle yourself. Deep sea bags to go up in price when Shadowlands comes out? I would think so. I would invest in the materials for them because it's a lot easier to store if you can make the bags. Unless the materials and the crafting cost for you is too expensive, in which case no. And so then looking at that, we needed to craft one of the things we made. So let me just check that. We'll go to here, we'll go to my crafting, and we'll go groups, restock selected. So there's the plate waste guard. We're missing the expulsum though, so I won't make that just yet. We'll leave that off the list for now. I have to do a bracer shuffle to get myself some more expulsum. So we'll just log out for the moment and come back to that later. Dark iron ore bars, enchanted thorium and enchanted leather seem to have gotten a boost in sales. Yeah, I think a lot of people are speculating. Right, Nadamas, my alchemy flipper. So this is Nadamas. I literally log in, I do the alchemy cooldown, I do the vendor flip, and then I log back off again. So it's literally 2 minutes tops on this character per day. And I've already got a decent amount of gold from this. So looking at this, I've got the min price on my alchemy cooldown here. So if I do this, transmute herbs to anchors, do that, get my bag of anchors. There we go. So my anchor weed, my minimum price is 12 gold for anchor weed. Looking at that, so that is the price of my 5 herbs. I believe it's times 7 is the what it works out to, assuming you get 10 anchor weed. And so the min buyout is currently 30 gold, so I'm making 8 gold per anchor weed. So I've got 10 here, so that's making me 80 gold. Is the way that goes. Already 9 gold in your realm. I guess it depends on how much the herbs, if you can get those cheaply, because this is what I've sold this week in the anchor weed. 10, 20, 30, 60 anchor weed I've sold, so 1,400 gold. And then a pattern dark leather tunic, sold that as well. I'll open that up, that gives me a total gold. I've currently got 46,000 gold on this character, and that is mainly from doing this every day for a while. Slainer, thank you so much for the follow, lovely to have you here. Sam owes me 26 million gold by now. I imagine I probably do, Jack.
Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Herbs are 30 to 50 silver. Right, okay, so that is definitely cheap, isn't it? What alchemy cooldowns are worthwhile, like transmuting ghost iron bars for people who craft the harvest amount? Yes, I mean, doing the whole all the way up to living steel is worth it if you're a transmute master, certainly. That's the other one I would do, as well as the anchor weed cooldown at the moment. I'm not sure if I need to buy any more vendor items. Let me just have a look. Check my groups. Buy anything I need? No, I've got everything I need. So we should be fine on that front. And then we're done with that character, so we log back out. Is mat selling a viable thing to make gold? Definitely, definitely. Rather than craft, just gathering and selling what you farmed. You have fun listening to music and just gathering. Absolutely. That's the way Will does it, and it is definitely viable. Bridget needs work. Bridget has been abandoned. Her poor engineering and jewel crafting has been abandoned for blacksmithing at the moment, whilst I've been focusing on that. I will come back to Bridget, because I want to get at least jewel crafting up. That's the next thing. I love farming materials, Sam noticed. Hello, lovely to have you here. How are you doing? Right, got Ghost Iron Lockbox, that was that. I will pick that up. Don't think I have a huge amount in sales here, actually, because I don't have lots of stuff on the auction house yet. So I'm very limited as to what I'm doing with my engineering at this point.
To be at least 2 centuries old.
Engineering mistesting bit, so there's not a lot on here. Just the squirrel box, advanced target dummy at 18,000, that's just too expensive. But we'll pop those on, and I guess the silk cloth, not sure why that was on. That was from my mass sell. I'll probably end up selling that, to be honest. We'll leave that for the moment, we'll come back to you. Although we do need a daily cooldown. Don't forget your daily cooldown. We need me Yard's peculiar energy source, so we can get ourselves a sky golem at some point. So I have to remember to do that. Ollie Oil Spanner, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. You're good farming as we speak. How am I good, sir? I am doing very well, thank you very much. What professions do I suspect will be the most profitable early Shadowlands? Inscription traditionally is one of the good ones, but I would think any of them at this point. They currently look really strong, all of them. On the auction house a few days, so 50% market. It was bought up within a day, so Pandaria mats are crashing and the ghost iron is down to 2 gold, which is really nice for crafting. Yeah, that can happen certainly. Spirits of Harmony does seem to get farmed up in huge quantities, and that's where I got my Spirit of Harmony from. I guess make use of it whilst you can. Let's just jump back. We'll have a look next. So we've done that. Feng Shui is not doing a lot really, just usual sort of selling the stuff that they've got and they picked up whilst levelling. I haven't finished levelling this character, stuck at 105 at the moment. Not sure what I'll do overall. The jury's still out on this one. Right, what have we got? Let's check the mailbox. A few expires, a little bit of gold, gore tusk liver, 33 gold for those. I'll take that, that's fine. And then I might as well run into the auction house for this one. It's easy enough. Now I'll run a post scan. Just random stuff really, this. Not a huge much. But you never know. There we are. Enjoying the lazy holiday 3-day weekend? Oh, fantastic. If I had a 120 boost that I wanted to use to support gold making, what would folks do with it? If you want sort of like, if you didn't want to do a lot with it, the alchemy cooldown, if the prices are good on your server, would be a good start. It depends on how much you want to invest in leveling up that character and things like that. Not just leveling it up in levels because they're boosted, but in terms of what you want that character to do. Cromcake, good day to you. Hope you're doing well. You still have 1 million value of Spirit of Harmony lying around, which is only worth 45% of the buy value. Yeah, that does happen, definitely, Jonesback. Because I've got about 350,000 Spirit of Harmony as well. Thankfully, I think the price is a bit higher at the moment. Right, so we'll leave Paladin and Hellfire. Hellfire is now storage, unfortunately, relegated to that. We'll go back up to the top of the list and we'll start doing some restocking because Samadan has got a lot to do here. There's a lot we haven't stocked up on. Spirit of Harmony on your server is about 80 to 100 gold. That is quite cheap actually, yeah. What was that for, Breakhammer? I saw that one come through. Will I be able to put a rank 5 relic on your armour immediately, or do you need 1, 2, 3 or 4 before? No, you can put the 5 on immediately. Yes, thank you, Will. Heading out to do some time walking and farming some mounts. Have a good day all. You too, Wolven Hunt. Fantastic to have you here. Downgraded from alt to storage. oh, how sad. Poor Hellfire. I will level you soon, I promise. And Kandros66, thank you so much for the follow. Waiting to update TSM till tomorrow. Are you, Darkwing? Any particular reason? It's not a problem as long as you play the very, very long game. Yeah, that is true actually. Very true. Been farming moats, multi-farming this one spot in Jade Forest to get the windwall cloth and moats to turn into more windwall cloth, turn into bolts to sell. That price has also gone up with the addition to rune cloth. Yeah, windwall I think could be a good one because some of the Pandaria tailoring stuff will actually just go straight into item level 87, and so has a high vendor value already, so you don't even need a relic on them. So let me just check my auctions and then we'll do a restock. This is going to be a large one, I think. Let's just try. Right, okay. Uncanny, hexweave, lots of tailoring, flying carpet, a bit of food, bountiful captain's feast. I don't think I really want to be making those at this stage. I'm going to take those off. The other stuff I'll keep on though. And then some enchants here as well. So we'll carry on with this. That's a lot of stuff to pick up. So let's go see how we get on with this. Tailoring, let's do the daily cooldowns whilst I'm here. And Watto22, thank you so much for the follow. And then we'll open up tailoring, no, enchanting, we'll do that one. Do I have a video on how the new auction house and system works? Not specifically, no Jack, actually, in terms of the changes from the old to the new. To squish first, bigger bugs, and then not much time to play today, yes. Just an hour or so, might as well wait and not boot PC for an hour game. That's fair enough, Darkwing, definitely. Drop things like moats, windwall cloth. Ah, okay, that's brilliant. Look serious in here. Hope you're well, good sir. Profits, I am doing very well, thank you very much. Serious with a bit of fun as well. Hope you're doing well, Profits. Lovely to have you here. Can we have a shout out for Profits? And Nikita, thank you so much for the follow. I hope you're doing well. I wonder how Shadowlands is going to be on the servers. True and me were on, as we're both going to come back. Not going to come back for Shadowlands. I wonder. That's going to be interesting. Thank you, Jack. To be in general terms of Spirits of Harmony dropping on most servers. Gave me the Prime sub too. Oh, well, thank you so much. I missed that earlier. I can't see it in here. Hold on, let me just scroll down. Did I see it in earlier? But thank you nonetheless. I can't see it in my list. If I have missed it, I do apologise. Thank you so much. I'll give a whole lot of emotes for you. Your generosity is amazing. Thank you so much. There we go. Just in case that didn't come through. Yeah. So, big old list of stuff here. So, Sanguicell we're not going to do. That's not the way to get what we want here. That's going to be Aromatic Fish Oil, Expulsum, Craft Unprofitable. That's what's giving me my Sanguicell. So Craft Unprofitable, I'm going to remove that off the list. That's not going to be useful. Probably just do a /reload based on that. Yours didn't show up the other day either. Oh, sorry to hear that, Ollie. Well, thank you as well. That is amazing. Thank you for your support. Elenia AC, good evening to you. I hope you're doing well. Trying to get rank 2 Drenched Leather on your alt, and Chum does not seem to want to drop. It can be a tricky one, that Chum, definitely. Right, we'll try that again. Okay, auction house is a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff from the guild bank. Make a load of stuff. Okay. This is going to be interesting. Got 70 slots available in my bags. So let's start with collecting the guild bank stuff that we need here. 5 days till stuff expires in the mailbox. That's plenty of time. Logs off. Wow. Do you update your TSM in the app? Yes. Let the app do the updates. Don't use the Twitch or anything like that. Interesting, in the past few weeks on your server, regularly a couple of 100 units available, well below 2 gold. So you're crafting all the pants. Wow, that's definitely good, Ronnie. Good position to be in. It's not interesting work, but it's good work. There we are. You have it on Twitch, does it break? Just don't use Twitch to update it. You can set it on ignore on Twitch. The app itself will do the updates. That's the best way to get it updated. I forgot how to play this game, so I have to Google. It's fine. Just run around and hit things. That's how it tends to work. Okay, Aromatic Fish Oil. I'll get myself Primal Fire, Rubbery Flank, Veiled Crystals. I'll do my own Veiled Crystals. I've got a few things from the vendor here, and then a few things from other people. I could probably get that myself. Let's try the vendor bit first. We'll buy that lot up. There we go. And Rotasan, thank you so much for the follow. So let's look at our list. What have we got? What can we make? Some of the stuff we need to make here. Expulsum we need 6 of. So we probably need to make ourselves some... Let's make ourselves some Tide Spray Braces. Tide Spray Braces. We can make 31. We needed more Expulsum than that. Tide Spray Linen, we have quite a lot in the Guild Vault here. 12,000 in fact. So I'll probably pick up some of that now whilst I'm here. Go over, get a little bit more nylon thread, head to Borealis probably. Let's just take a few of the Tide Spray Linen here, just to give us some there. Then we'll head to the Snug Harbour Inn, and we'll do that one. Bring up speed on the level squish. Our boost going to be forced to be used prior, or will the allied race start at 20 for the same as reduced? 120s were brought to 50, then 60 cap. That's what I expect them to happen, yes. And allied start at 10. There you go. People have answered. Not to value my cooldown items, EGRs, just based on the components. That's what I tend to price mine at the moment. Thank you, Mouse, for the thing for the Twitch app. That's going to be useful. So my custom price for Expulsum is based on the Bracer Super Shuffle, which is the one I did a video for a long time ago now. So there we go, there's a link to it there. No, there isn't a link to it there, because I can't spell. There we go, Shuffle. No, I still can't spell. There we go. There's the link to it there. Eventually. There you go. And Matthew W15, thank you so much for the follow. Lovely to have you here. I would like to buy some of your finest nylon thread, please. Now we got the nice max button here. What I'd like to see is the stack button as well, like we have in Buy 'em All, because I use that quite a lot. I use this and I just click this a few times just to get myself some. That I find very handy. And then I will go and make myself some braces whilst we're here. Tide Spray Braces, 271. We probably don't need that many. How much veils do we need? 3. And Expulsum we needed 6. So I could probably get away with making just 100 braces out of this. So I'll go here and I'll take 100. And we'll start with that lot. And Lucky64, thank you so much for the follow. Can you find my TSM settings anywhere? You can. It is part of my Patreon at the moment. So I share all my paste bins of all my characters on my Patreon. Totally spelled it. Competition. There we go. Thank you, Jack, for the link. Okay, Rose, lovely to have you. I'm going to stream tomorrow, so I wanted to be well rested. Catch the VOD as you eat breakfast. Have a wonderful week yourself, Rose. Lovely to have you here. When are people stopping their Expulsum production? I figure it's still probably viable until the expansion drops. I would say so at the moment. Given the price of Tide Spray and everything like that, I'm going to keep on making enchants right up until they stop selling. Because enchanting has always been one of my markets I like. I'll be very interested to see how the enchanting market goes through pre-patch. I'll still try to sell things through there because I've got a feeling people are going to be mixing up their gear quite a lot and still will be wanting to put enchants on them. So it'll be very interesting to see what we have there. At least I'm making a few of these. I can close this down for the moment. So what, 30 to make there. Still need Expulsum to make the 32 slot bags. Yes, that's true. You also need the Hydro Cores for that. I wonder if people are going to start soloing mythic dungeons for that once they're 60. I wonder how easy that will be. I mean, people can do it now, can't they? I'm not sure how cost effective it will be, yeah. You already solo them. Yeah, exactly, that's what I thought. I think people do, don't they? Yeah, the main thing is, yeah, not a great investment of time, but it is doable. Yeah, unless you're getting other materials from it as well. Engineering will be soloing Motherlode for the mount for sure. Yeah, that's true actually. I think I'll be doing that myself. Yeah, it's the Hydro Core that's the barrier to entry there, isn't it? Right, let's get ourselves... Let's start scrapping a little bit of this. I'll disenchant some of these blues whilst I'm here. No, that's the wrong button. Desperate Prayer, didn't want that. Where's my disenchant macro? I'll use TSM Destroy for this instead. Destroy that one. And destroy that one, just to clear up a couple of slots spare. There we go. And then we'll go and have a look here. Oh, we've got some recipes to learn actually. That will clear blacksmithing, already known, already known, already known, already known, already known, and already known. Okay, I haven't got those ones that I can use. There we are. Destroying, well, it's disenchanting, it's not destroying. So it's still the money. Don't worry, Implied Sight. It's not getting rid of them. We are just simply converting them to enchanting materials. Just whilst I made myself a couple of spare slots. Lindrowski, good evening to you. My afternoon is going very well, thank you very much. Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Oh, I haven't got the macro assigned to this one. Let me just let that run through. There we go. We've got an Oreo fast asleep. I'm going to just reposition Oreo's camera. There we go. Fast asleep Oreo. He's snoring a little bit. There we are. There we go. His little paws sticking out. Doesn't Oreo know? He had one eye open. I think he suspects. Definitely Rasheen. 7 kilos of fluffmorn. Your cat's name is also Oreo. Oh, that's brilliant, Pickle Possum. Oreos unite. I'm not sure Oreo minds Ashelina, but that is worth considering certainly. Consent is incredibly important, even for cats. He has a very, very fluffy belly. My son does an amazing job keeping all his mats clear as well. 4 more professions level to 175. Ready for Darkmoon Fair this week. Oh yes, of course, Darkmoon Fair is going to be very useful for that. Let me just disenchant these a lot. Get rid of those. The Darkmoon Fair rep buff plus the normal rep buff and the contract bonus, that is definitely going to be good, isn't it? Right, next up is I've got some overspill here of Tide Spray. Let's deal with all of that lot. Should have plenty here. now. Yeah, Ore is definitely snoring. Right, let's go do another batch. Gonna spend a long time on the merry-go-round. It's good fun, definitely. Do you prefer the merry-go-round to the roller coaster? I guess the merry-go-round is quicker and you can jump off at any time. But the roller coaster is good fun as well. Maybe mix it up with a bit of roller coaster as well. Yeah, you'd rather do the merry-go-round. I believe that you're still shuffling Ticebill in for enchanting. Love full pop service. Yep, doing the same, Crom Cake. Time efficiently for the win. Absolutely. Right, so I've still got this lot to buy here, and a few things I need to switch from other characters. I'll leave those till the last, I think. And while leveling, skinning and mining, best to have passive. Skinning is good. I also like herbalism more than skinning, because herbalism and mining give you the XP, even though the XP is going to get nerfed later on. At the moment it's still good XP, so I use that whilst leveling, in preference. Nernling? Nim? No, yeah, Nernling, thank you so much for the follow. Lovely to have you here. Do I need gloom dust? I think I'm okay for gloom dust, so I'll get rid of all of the greens here and get that lot going. And Robot Ninja 110, thank you so much for the follow. Ninum, is that's something different, is it, Jack? That sounds like a Pokemon. Plusum and Minum. Right, there we go. Got to be healthy and jump on the bike. Leave myself on low. Don't make it back before the end stream. Have a great rest of the stream. Well, thank you, Doc Otter. So kind of you. Right. Disenchant. Let's do that one. Can people hear Oreo snoring? Hold on, let me just turn the music off for a minute. No, I don't think the microphone's. I don't think the microphone is sensitive enough to pick it up. It's just a little snore in the background, just like. That's him snoring at the moment. Bless him. What I'd have to do is actually detach the microphone and move it closer to him, but then that would probably wake him up, so I wouldn't want to do that. Right, okay, we've done that. We've got our expulsum is all sorted from that front. Probably need to put that tie spray and nylon thread back. Yeah, we need a cat mic. I mean, the mic is there. I'm not sure if it can pick it up. Hold on. Hold on. I'm just gonna mute myself for a minute and mute everything else. Hold on. Let's mute that. Mute me. No, I don't think it was, I'm not sure it was picking it up. There we go, we'll leave that off for the moment. There we go. Bless him. Sometimes TSM Destroy doesn't open. Do I know a fix for this? It should, I mean, do you type TSM Destroy, check to see what your, A, you've got things in your bags that you can destroy, and B, that check your filters, and that if you go into destroying, check that your maximum disenchant quality is set to the right level. I have mine on epic, and check your ignored items as well. There may be something in there perhaps. All 350 people are holding their breaths. Well, it was always for a good cause, certainly. Those would be the main things why TSM Destroy wouldn't show anything. See if there's something on ignore that you haven't got. One of those perfect sleeper beds, raise him up to stop his snoring. Yeah, something like that. I think he's just far too... oh, excellent. Congratulations, Aura Warrior. Update most of your operations as well. It could be, but I'm not sure whether it would mess with TSM Destroying itself. Right, we need to do some tailoring here. Oh no, we're putting some stuff away. That's what we were doing. So let's do a slash TSM put tide. Just throw that lot back in there. And then that nylon thread, see if there's any room in my bank. At the moment, not a lot of room there. Reagent bank is also looking full, so let's see if we can squeeze this into the guild bank instead. Slash TSM put null. A little bit of room, not a lot of room. Not sure how much I've got here. There we go, that should be enough in. There we go. Right, okay. TSN, good afternoon, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. I was doing it before the update. Okay. Yeah, so it must be, I would have thought something in the settings would be not allowing it to go through, perhaps, would be my first thought there. Aromatic Fish Oil, 62 we need. We will be getting that. Oh, we need to get some from the guild bank. We needed some of that tide spray. Hold on. Let's go and get some more back out again. There we go. And then Aromatic Fish Oil. We need to find some fish. Rog28, thank you so much for the follow. I don't think I've got fish in here. Don't have a lot. What have we got here? Redtail Loach. Currently 9 gold. That's currently 1 gold, the slimy mackerel. My average purchase price is 21 gold. I bought this ages ago, 394 days ago, and it was 28 gold. Well, my smart average buy is 21 gold, so I'm just using up this slimy mackerel at the moment to make my aromatic fish oil, so I don't have another use for it. So I'm going to take a stack of that, and then we'll just convert that. Whoops, that was another wee bag, didn't want to click that. And we'll just make a load of this. Mouse sorting the last tab. Okay, Mouse, we will certainly do that. I'll just fix out this aromatic fish oil, and then we'll do the next lot there. The last tab. Decimator, good evening to you. Do I perhaps have a video on making groups and operations, etc.? I have exactly that. I have my first two main videos for TSM 4.10. One is basic groups and operations, and the second one is crafting and professions. So if you look at my YouTube channel, which I'll give you the link to now, is the best one there. And then you look at the TSM guides and the TSM 4.10 guides, and that will point you to the right direction. How many guild banks do I have? I have in total now, where do we find them? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 guild banks now at the moment across my characters. Right, sorter tab, the last tab. This one. Okay, doing a sushi sort on this one, Mouse, as requested. There's a lot of stuff in here. What's this enchant in here? Elemental Force. Oh, okay, those need to be on the market. 60 silver to make. Don't know why those are there. Thank you, Mouse. I wouldn't have spotted those otherwise. I'll take those out in a moment. You bought a bunch of oil at the start of BFA when it was still at the vendor. Total profit 750,000. Yes, Ronnie, I remember that. I remember when they hot fixed it and I was streaming at the time. Oh, brilliant. Thank you, Mouse, for the direct links. That's very handy. Bind the fish to your scroll wheel. Good point, Stopcraft, actually. I don't do it often enough to warrant it, but I could see that being useful. And the Kubiz, thank you so much for the follow. Thanks a lot. Hope you have a fantastic stream. You too, Decimator. Thank you ever so much for stopping by. Whilst we reorganise our guild tab here. Looking quite messy, but we're dealing with this. This is better. As some would say, this is fine. I'm not sure what half of this stuff is, but it should be alright. Okay, fantastic. Thank you, Mouse. Yes, Jack, I need to sort something out. I'll let you know, and we'll do a we'll get something sorted. Right. Okay, so that's all sorted. Some stuff still to buy on the auction house, some stuff to make. Let's do the things we need to make, because that's easy enough. Craft those. And what do I use to sort my guild banks? It's called Sushi Sort. Sort. There's a link to the add-on. Right, and then Frostweave, 12 of those. This must be for Frostweave. Oh, I need to remember to get those enchants out of the guild bank. Can't have those in there because we won't be doing any selling of Elemental Force if those are in there, because I won't restock on them. And is that Phosphorix or Pophorix? Phosphorix, I would assume. Thank you so much for the follow. Are you a car? What do you mean, Darkwing? I am Sinister, thank you so much. Subscribing for 8 months, that is amazing. Thank you for your continued support. I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much. Holiday emotes for you. Vroom vroom. Something like that, right? Imbued Frostweave is done. Let's go have a look. Those enchants there. Elemental Force we need to take out. Any other enchants? Admiral's Hat. Again, that's not been selling, so we need to try and sell that. Enchant. Anything else missing here? No. I'll leave all that out. There we go. Okay. Oh, the car was for Jack. Oh, right, okay. Right, so buy from auction house. Let's have a look. What is going to be cheap here? Hopefully a few of these. Let's have a search. Malformed Nash is looking okay. Let me just move this window across a little bit. Oreo's completely... I'm just going to have to show Oreo full screen for a minute. Look at that. Look at that fluffy belly. He's fast asleep. That is bliss. Fast asleep. It's mean that 9 thread is still to this day uses a vendor flip, but durable flux consistently comes under vendor price. Interesting one, Ollie, actually. I've never checked for that one. There we are. Oreo, full on asleep. Right, we have, looking at this, okay, void crystals look expensive. 20 gold 90. Large prismatic shard though, 1 gold. I'll buy some of those. Well, I can buy 3 of those. I need 5 of them though. So I'll buy the 5, including the 7 gold. What's my average price? 10 gold. So I'll actually buy all of those 17 at that. Rubbery flank, there's loads of it here. So I'll just buy what I need, maybe a little bit extra for another time. So I'll take that. And then malformed Nasher is kind of bang on price. I'll just take what I need there. 64. Now it's getting expensive. Primal Fire at 592. Right, what's going to want to use What's going to want to use this Primal Fire, and can I afford to use it at a higher price? So that will be Tome of Illusions Outland. Profit is 1,400, and I need an extra 10 Primal Fire for that, and the Void Crystals, another 10 on those. Rinswood, thank you so much. 89 for the follow. Very kind of you. Yeah. Soft kitty, sweet kitty, little ball of fur. Couldn't have said it better, definitely. Still buy the Software and Heron, have no idea why. Well, I guess it's convenience more than anything else. And transmoggable as well. Yeah. I mean, I'd probably start selling them myself for that matter. So this is going to eat into my profits. Tome of Illusions Outland. Profit total 1,400. Void Crystal. So Void Crystal's going to cost me extra. Large Prismatic Shard I've got. Primal Fire we've got. So how much is this going to be over my matte price? My matte price is 557. So we're adding on another, what's that? 50 gold-ish? 50 gold. So that's another 500 gold on the Primal Fire. The Void Crystals, that's okay, that's 10 at that price at 20. I'm expecting it to be 10. So another, so that's another 10 gold times 10, so that's another 100 gold, and 500 gold makes 600 gold extra it's going to cost me, but my profit on the Tome of Illusions is 1,400, so I should be fine to actually buy these at this price and still make a profit with my Tome of Illusions Outland, which is currently telling me 1,410. Okay, so we're okay to buy these. Math says yes. For Primal Fire, Old Nagrand, up by the Throne of Kil'jaeden, is a nice farm. Excellent, Will. I shall, if you go and farm some, I'll probably buy some off you at this rate, certainly. Oh, I missed the whisper there. Got 3 I can have. Well, that's very kind of you. I just missed the whisper though. Thank you though. I've just bought some instead. But thank you nonetheless. Void Crystal, I'll buy those. The 10 I need. Now, Leylight Shards. These are 11 gold. If I've got some Chaos Crystals, I could probably do something with that. Let me check. Enchanting. Legion Enchanting Mats. Let's check the price of these. So yeah, look at this. The Chaos Crystal is much, much cheaper. My matte price is 27 gold, and there's 34 here at 5 gold 90. Much better off buying all of those at 5 gold 90, and then at least Chaos Shattering a couple of those. So we'll go through and we'll pick up those. And then enchanting wise, I won't buy that. I'm going to go and do a Chaos Shatter, which is here. I've already got a load of Chaos Crystals already. What have I got? 381 total. Smart average buy price of 9 gold 11. So I'll do that to give myself my Leylight Shards. That gives me 2, so that means I have to do 8 of these to get the ones I need. Not playing currently, or you would. That's a decent number. It's not a record mouse. When I started doing, when I first did the Wowhead blog, we went up very high then for a while. I think it went up as high as 800 at one point. But still, very healthy. I'm very happy with that. Welcome everybody. Lovely to have you all here. So we're missing a few more bits and pieces here, which are obviously on other characters. That is the Crystallized Fire on this one. That seems to be the only thing we're missing. Crystallized fire. Let's have a look how much it is, because it might be just as easy just to buy some more. So I will now have to try and spell crystallize. Crystallize. Now is it with an S or a Z? Crystallized. I don't think I've spelt that correctly. Let me have a look. Crystal, 2 L's. Crystallized. Crystallized fire is currently at 20 gold. And there's 27 on. My average buy price is 6. I've got 4 in the Guild Vault of Trader Joe's, and El Morte has 43 on him. So El Morte will be the one to grab these. So we'll get those. Switch to El Morte. Cat cam, quick! Oreo's awake. Look, there we go. Grooming away. Oh no, he's getting up now. Okay, too late. Almost. Never buy crystallized stuff for more than 7 gold 50. Hey, he's filming me. He's moved on over now. You can buy orbs and swap Eternals, which become 10 crystallized. Good point, Panoramic Strid. So yes, yeah, my price is 70 gold or something like that, certainly. Yeah, if you've got the reputation to buy it cheaper, then you can get it that way, certainly. Is there a way to show Expulsum like a currency? Tried weak ores, it's not accurate. I would guess, would Alcoholic allow you to see what Expulsum you've got? Let me have a look. That would be my first thought. 6 gold 60 for Eternals and Frozen Orbs 60. Yeah, if you can get your Frozen Orbs for 60, if you've got the reputation. So what I'm thinking is if we go here, Alcoholic, and we do a search for Expulsum. No, that's because I can't spell. Expulsum. Then I can see how many I've got on each of my characters here. So I've got 4, 17, a transmute available there, 12 there, and then if I hover over Expulsum, TSM tells me how many each person has got: 12, 4, 3, 2, and 17. For some reason I thought El Morte had more than that, but I must have used them all up recently. I think I did. Yeah. So there we go. So it could be, you can either use TSM Tooltip in your inventory, or you can search for it in something like Alcoholic. Hopefully that will help. What am I doing? We haven't discussed my appearance fees yet. Poor Oreo, being exploited. Ready, I am doing very well, thank you very much. How about yourself? Lovely to have you here. We're just going through and restocking on our enchanting at the moment. Now this we need to, let's just head on back over here. We need to get it from the bank, the crystallized fire. So let's head on over this way. So we're using TSM task list here to help pick up everything. It says, do I want more than 2 just in case? No, I'll just take the ones I need. So let's move that, pop that into the right place, and then we'll head on, actually we'll head over to this one, it's closer. And then we don't go to the send here, we stay on the inbox, and we click on send, and it'll automatically send that to Samadan. And then we need to swap back to Samadan, and that should work. Am I going to stream the Discord Q&A? I won't stream it, Ashelina, no. But what I will do is I won't do a raid or anything when I finish the stream. And we've got the link available, TSM 4.10. So I just suggest everyone goes on over to the Discord after my stream, if they're still around then, and does it that way perhaps. Frozen orbs cost 62.50 from the vendor. with the rep discount, right? I'm not sure. I'll have to go check. I haven't got the rep myself. Not accurate because your update interval was too long, or how often do you check it? Can you not use the tooltip from TSM? Do that. Let's try to have a week or showing real time, so you knew how many expulsions were crafting and check that update interval. Oh right, okay. I didn't realise about that one. That's a good call, Real Ginny. Thank you. Have Blizzard said anything about making crafting mats like expulsion, tidal core, etc. no longer bind on pickup in Shadowlands? I haven't heard anything like that. No, I can't imagine they would, to be honest. Right, we've got our sail through there. That means we are all sorted on this front. So we can go craft a whole load of stuff to craft. Let's have a look. Here is our list. 18,000 in profit based off all of that. Could be interesting. Let's start making it. Azure Spell Thread, Uncanny Cloak, Uncanny Belt. We're not going to destroy these though. Hexweave Bag, always useful. Flying Carpet, wonder what price that is at the moment. Any update on the profession journals in beta? What do you mean the profession journals, Ashelina? Expulsion is like the Blood of Sargeras from Legion, yeah. And that's still bind on pickup, it is, definitely. Let's carry on with everything here. Azure Silk Pants. Some of these are do take a while to actually make. Someone's buying a lot of Azure Silk actually. Azure Silk Pants, Silk Vest and Hood, as well as Black Mage Weavers sold. That must have been Trialer's style stuff, certainly. Oh, the +5 profession skill point books. I don't know, I haven't seen anything about those yet, Ashelina. Hecons, thank you so much for the raid. How are you, Hecons? Thank you for the raid. How was your stream? Lovely to have you here. Can we have a shout out for Hecons, please? Thank you, Mouse. Straight in there. Welcome everyone from Hecons' stream. I hope you're doing well. We are... Oh, that's interesting. Craft next. Requires cooking fire. We need a Pierre. There we go. And Sinjin77, thank you so much for the follow. Good evening, Coco Gringer. Old Cozy. Hecons sent me. Lovely to have you all here. Penguin, lovely to have you here. Welcome everyone. We're just doing a bit of cooking, a bit of enchanting, and a bit of tailoring at the moment. Just restocking, getting ready to put everything on here, and then we'll do some enchanting and restock on this lot. Get that lot going through. What am I missing? Oh, that's tailoring. That's why. There we go. Stream was great. How am I doing? I'm doing very well, thank you. Looking forward to the TSM Discord chat later in about half an hour's time. Looking forward to listening to what the team have to say. That's going to be very interesting. Are you going to be going over there, Hecons? Thank you so much for the raid. Very kind of you. Thank you, Mouse, for the links as well. That's brilliant. Okay, there we go. Jack steals 10 million from Hecons. It's pocket change for Hecons, definitely. And then we'll go post this lot on. So that should at least get us in a good position for our enchanting. Nicely restocked. Netherweave bags have gone below minimum price, unfortunately. Same with my Admiral's hat. I don't see what actual price the Admiral, the Netherweave bags are at the moment, definitely. Yep, see you there. I'm going to fix some lunch before it starts. Okay, fantastic. Hecons, thank you so much again for the raid. Hope to see you there. Okay, let's post this lot on. Get some enchants going. Get some tailoring going. And get some food going. Frostweave bags already done. Battle flag. Shadowweave mask is below minimum price. So that's interesting. Shadowweave mask down to 756. That's a bit cheap. Crafting cost is 621 for me. Let's have a look at that one. How many are there on there? So the pattern's at 12,000, that's nice and expensive. There's quite a lot here at 756. These are about to expire. I currently have 4 on me total. They don't sell that frequently. When was my last sold? Was 15 days ago. For an average of 5,000, and I've sold 41 in total. So I don't really want to buy all of these out to set the price back up to here. So I'm just going to leave that for the moment. How much do they disenchant for? The shadowy masks. Let me have a look. I'm not sure it's that much really. Their disenchant value is 82 gold, so no, it's not really worth it for disenchanting, certainly. They vendor for, yeah, 1 gold, 1, yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't want to disenchant those. I'd want to sell them for higher, ideally. That's the main reason I would do that. But that's not a market I want to reset at the moment, looking at these. Pacts of Critical Strike and Haste, those are the packs, though I don't have to worry about those. Netherweave bags was the only other thing. Down to 9 gold. Let's have a look at Netherweave bags. Yeah, how many are at 9 gold? Then we go up to 10 gold here. There's 27. I still have 41 in the guild vault. And 15 on me, so I'm going to leave that for the moment as well. So we'll stay out of both those markets. Whilst we are here though, let's have a look at potential relics, see if there's anything interesting to buy at the moment. Offer 1 copper for someone's thoughts. Penny for your thoughts. What have we got here? Prices are going up, that's certainly sure. That stonehide leather looks quite cheap. I mean, we could do something with that. I've still got a lot of it. Something we could do with that. Average buy price is 3 gold. Min buyout is 69. That might be useful to keep hold of for the moment. I'm going to just grab that for now. 69 silver. Just does seem worth it for the moment. Let's see the cheap stuff. Netherweaves at 1 gold. Frostweave at 1. Tempest hide. Windwool. Sumptuous fur is at 194. My average buy price is just over 2 gold. I do use sumptuous fur a lot, and I think it's going to be quite versatile. I could still use that in hexweave bags, if nothing else. So I will go here at everything under 2 gold for me, because I think hexweave bags will be good. Thorium ore here. No, thorium ore is here. 2 gold 14. Average buy price is 81 silver, and I've got 14,000 thorium ore, so I've got plenty of that. I don't need to make any more of that. And then it's starting to get more expensive here. Linen cloth is up here at 3 gold, so it's starting to get a little bit more expensive. Jasmine Brown 1, thank you so much for the follow. Sumptuous Fur Trader is in the garrison today as well. Okay, so that's even better. We could get some more from that if we head on over there. I don't know, what am I doing with garrison resources? Let me have a look at garrison resources, war resources. That's it. Is it right click? No. Cancel. I think it's shift click that gets it. Shift right click? No. Alt to show all data. That's it. Wrong button. There we go. Saved. Saved instances. Alt. There we go. Oops. Now I lost it again. There we go. Alt. There we go. That's what I wanted. War resources. Order resources. Garrison resources is what I want. Actually, is here. So I've got 3,000 here, 2,000. Almorti's got 1,000, 3,000 on Awakening. So I think Samadan's the main one really at 3,000 here. I'd use those if I was going to do anything. with those. I do need to head over to my garrison anyway, so let's start with that. We'll pick those up. Sorry to disturb you, no problem at all. I would like to leave a follower to a friend of mine and live and need a hand donations for his child. I don't know you, Jasmine Brown. It's very nice of you to say, but it's a little out of the blue coming in and saying that. I'd have to double check. Okay, rush work orders before recommending anything. But I understand the sentiment. Right, we'll take the garrison resources here, because we get the bonus from this anyway. And Taste Like Cat, thank you so much for the follow. Love the name. Fat No Important, thank you also for the follow. Lovely to have you here. Let's wander around here. And we'll pick that lot up. We'll go visit the trader, just have a look. Okay, Aurora, thank you so much for stopping by. I can't fly through doors. There we go. Trader, let's have a look. So what do we have? We have Sumptuous Fur is 16. There we go. Max would give me 260 with the 4,000 I have. So I shall purchase those. Thank you for the heads up on that one. That's easy. Use my garrison resources there. Happening with the DLC bags on Shadow Song, 50 gold in a couple of hours. Seems like some people don't understand how the new auction house works. That is very cheap. I mean, if I had the storage, I'd probably pick them up. I'll take all of this lot. There we go. Okay, I'll have a look, Mouse, one moment. And then we'll jump over this way. Hold on. Right, okay. Thank you, Mouse. If you plan on doing the vendor flipping or selling on the auction house, yes. Do you think it's a good idea to stockpile the mats required for the relics of the past? Yes, as Ragewind said. I read that backwards. If I read it in the right order, that would make more sense. There we go. Let's create all of this. Get some more hex weave production going, obviously. We'll leave the enchanting for the moment. We don't really need much in temporal crystals. I have a fair amount of it. But I will pick up my work orders here. I've got a fair amount of those. Extra herbs is always useful. We can always pass them on to the right characters. I want the Gorgon Flytrap though. That's the main thing. Yeah, once pre-patch hits and people start thinking, oh, hang on a minute, this is actually making us some gold, I can see a lot of people doing it. I'm going to be very interested to see what happens. Fix it and working now. What some add-ons do you think? Okay, I'm glad you got it working. Your server just had a merge and your auction house is tanked. There's a lot of them being put up for less than 1 gold each. Wanted to snag some of them when they were on cheap in hopes of flipping. Yeah, snag away, I would say. Do I have the gloves for herbing? I don't actually. I'd have to swap out my gear. I've got my crafting gloves on at the moment. I mean, I could probably pop some Darkmoon Firewater, but that's probably not worth it at this one. Just take this lot for the moment. There we go, and then we'll just head on over here. And we'll pick this up. I mean, I would be tempted also, actually, whilst I'm here, I'm not sure if my mine is set up. Let's go pick up some more as well, because we always send this lot over. Who did I buy the fur from in my garrison? It was in the trading post. Where are you? Trading post is over here. And I bought it from Trader Eula. This person. Currently Blackrock Ore is also cheap as well at the moment, as well as the Sumptuous Fur and true iron ore as well. Now true iron ore is one of the relic ones as well. I can't remember if it's 4 or 5. Yeah, it's a question of keeping a hold of the deep sea satin price more than anything else, isn't it? Right now, let me just check the mine. I'm not sure how that's not the mine. Where is the mine? It's out the other side. I went the wrong end. There we go. Yeah, and both the ores. Definitely worth it. If you've got the resources. Now I just want to check in here. I can get this mine these ores myself for the true iron here. I guess it's worth it for me at the moment. I might as well pick this up for the small amount of time it takes me to do it. Even though I'm not much of a miner, we get some true iron ore this way and a bit of Draenix stone. 85 gold on your server. Wow. Is that for the that's for the bags? Yeah, that is cheap. So I don't normally do this. I missed one further up actually. I'm just going to have a look at that. You did this and the garden every day on 14 alts. Wow, that is a lot. That is a lot back in the day. Yeah, I never did this back in the day because I didn't play Wars of Draenor. But I can imagine this taking a while, definitely. With me playing on a low pop server, how often does stuff sell? Frequently enough for me to consider it worthwhile, certainly. Ooh, anything new? Thank you so much for the follow. Where's that last bit? I think it's up at the top. I must have missed that one. Let me head on up. It's just around the end, I think, here. From the looks of things. There it is, right by the entrance. I missed that one. And Valestros, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Lovely to have you here. Thank you, Mouse. Go have a quick look. And let me just have a look down here. Brilliant, thank you, Mouse. Thanks for doing due diligence and checking out. I will be going over to the TSM Discord at the end of the stream. So we'll be going over and listening to the TSM team talk live about the 4.10 updates as it's just gone live. So we'll be heading on over there. That starts at 10 o'clock, so we'll go over and visit them. Go through the possible relics groups I shared on Pastebin. Been buying out cheap stuff, thanks, no problem. Glad to be of use on that one. I hope you get some good sales out of it. Okay, we're done here. I'm going to head to Dalaran. Actually, no I won't. I'll go to Snug Harbour Inn, that'll be easier. Just watch my TSM Beginner's Guide, trying to figure out all that jazz. New to Goldmaking, cheers. You're more than welcome, Pixies Pete. If you do have any questions, please do ask them away in chat. More than happy to answer. A link to the stream for TSM. It's not an actual stream. It's their voice chat channel over on the Discord WoW Economy. On the WoW Economy Discord. So go over there. So it's in the TSM Discord. And Goric Gaming and Pixie Pete, thank you both for the follow. That's very kind of you. Okay, so we're done. We're really done with Samadan here. Restocking wise, we're fine here. So we've done a good job there. And Heggers, thank you. Or is it Hoggers? Is it Heggers or Hoggers? But thank you so much for the follow. Lovely to have you here. Is anyone allowed to join? I believe so. I think it's probably listen only though. Is this the same Hoggers of TSM 4.10 fame? Econs is already there. Fantastic. Let's jump in. Samadan needs a restock. Definitely needs a restock. Let's go have a look here, see what we can deal with here. Not sure about the fame, but yes. Fantastic. Well, it's lovely to have you here. And thank you for all your hard work on the user interface. Very, very nice work. Thank you. What was that for? Yeah, just parked yourself there whilst had your lunch. See you in the Discord. Yes, it'll be lovely to see you there. We'll be heading there over in 10 minutes or so. I'm just going to see if I can restock on Samadan first. Let's check my auctions. Don't have any auctions. Did I not post any on? That's interesting. Okay, well, let's get those on first. Terrible mistake. Didn't even post my auctions on earlier. That's not going to get me any sales. So we'll start with the contracts we've got there. Storm's Wake and things like that. We don't really have much leverage with the contracts because I don't have a lot of rank 3s. So what I'll do here, just check that out, and then we probably need to restock on these. Few things we need to restock on, in fact. Contracts we can do, Tome of the Quiet Minds we can do. The Highborn Compendiums, we need more Expulsum for this. And how are we doing? We've got a little bit here we can generate, and none in terms of world quests. So let's scrap what we have. Let's go have a look here. Might as well scrap those. Thanks for the lovely afternoon stream. I need to go now. Have a great week ahead. Well, thank you, Lizelle. Thank you so much for your support, and thank you for stopping by. Fantastic having you here. Will I be streaming after the Q&A? No, I won't. That'll be me done. It's late in the night for me, certainly. Still having issues. Can you show me how you set up a crafting profession? Mine still doesn't work. So what's the issue you're having, Ken? So have you got a group with the things you want to make in it first? Is my first question. Am I planning on stockpiling the Tome of the Quiet Minds or War Scrolls and sell them in Shadowlands afterwards? I will. I'm not really stockpiling. No, I'll just literally make them as and when I need them. And Dizzy, good day, good afternoon to you. Hope you're doing well. Yes, so you've got your group set up. So your crafting operation. So my crafting operation on, say, for my inscription, things like the Highborn Compendiums. So I've got my list here of 4 different Highborn Compendiums. I have an operation here. 2 of each, 10% crafting profit. So I go into here and I have my minimum restock quantity is 1, maximum restock quantity is 2, so I want to make 2 of these at any one time. I've set my min profit, I've ticked that to yes, and then I've set my minimum profit to 10% crafting. So it already takes into account the crafting cost. I'm just adding another 10% on top of it there. I use Easy Scrap for the scrapper. It makes it a lot easier. What part of England am I from? I'm from the south, Old Cozy. South of London. Can't wait to get Sniper again on TSM. Yeah, I haven't really tried much sniping much myself, certainly. So that will be how I set up my crafting operations. Those are the main things to look at. The restock options here. If you find that when you go to your group and in your whatever profession it is, and you click restock selected groups and things aren't appearing, check your numbers and also check to see whether you have any of these items hidden away in your guild bank or in your bank or in your bags, because it won't make them if you've already got some of them on you. Okay, Slide, good night. Waking you up in about 6.5 hours. Ouch. Good luck. Hope to see you again soon. Am I using the beta version? No, I've gone over to the release version now. So we are on 4.10.1 now. So this is all for everybody now. So we have this and TSM 4.10.1. latest version. There are desktop app status, all sorted. Need to go check then. Most definitely, yes. It should. The TSM app should update for you. It should be updated for everyone. Make sure you got your WoW closed down first, and let it update first. Right, so in terms of things I could possibly make here, well, let's do the things we can make. Tomes, contracts, and things like that. Might as well get some, we're missing some crimson ink. What are we missing here, gathering wise? Crimson ink, expulsum, crimson pigment, parchment maroon ink, ultramarine ink. So there's a lot of stuff we haven't got here, so it would take us too long to make any of this. What we can do though is just check the price of things so we can get ready for this at the do I stream every day or at the weekend? I stream my usual schedule now. It's all going to sort of like depends on the day. I definitely stream Tuesdays, Thursdays and Sunday evenings, same time as today. But I've also, since I've been doing this full time, I've been adding in a Wednesday slightly earlier stream and a Friday afternoon stream, so that's an earlier one as well. And so I end up going Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday during the afternoon or evening, and then a Sunday evening one as well. So the only days I'm currently not streaming is Monday and Saturday. I stream between Mondays and Tuesdays. Who do you remove items from TSM task list permanently? You don't want to craft transmog craft things on it. So you go into your settings under here, and you can forget characters here. So you can select a character to forget, or you can ignore guilds as well. Is the other thing you can do there. And Buzzik, thank you so much for the follow. Lovely to have you here. Just going to check some herbs. Let's have a look at BFA herbs. Check the prices of these. And Old Cozy, thank you so much for the follow. So is everyone happy about TSM? Most definitely. Serious, most definitely indeed. Ooh, these are looking very cheap. Look at the price of that Xenonthid. 1 gold 78. Whoa. And my smart average buy is 1.99. I thought that was cheap. Okay, we'll buy some of this up just to keep. I'll have at least 1,000. At that price, I'm going to take 2,000. I'll take that. And then the cheapest herb is Riverbud. I'll take that. 25 of that. Then 179 is still the cheapest, so I'll take that. I'll take the 180 as well. And then we're into the 190s, 193 for the Riverbud again. So again, that is the cheapest. So we'll take, this will give me my ink and things. I'll take 1,000 of that. So I've got some as well. There we go. Plenty of that. Shopperdan is active again. Yep, most definitely. Indiscriminate buying. Most definitely. There we go. Let's take all of that. Xenonthid and the Riverbud. We'll make use of that. We'll do some milling later. Obviously not now. How does TSM know who you're undercutting? Thought the auction house removed the seller name for most items. It doesn't. When you look at the standard WoW interface, it shows you the name if you've got a potion or something on at the same time. Let me have a look. What have I got? Hold on, let's have a look. My auctions. Contract 7th. Chopping. What have I got here that's probably easy? Glyph of the Sentinel. Let's try that. If I look at auctions here. Glyph of the Sentinel. It doesn't tell me here actually. I can't see it there. I'm sure it would show me at some point. Let me just put something on, like the Riverbud. There you go. So where you see here, and you can see who is selling it here, 14 sellers. You can see the names here, and you can see the name there. You can see the 6 sellers here, 3 sellers here. So the WoW interface does show you the seller names for each of the things there. I remember it did show me at some point. There we go. Yeah, it's, so it can get the names that way, certainly. Yes, thank you, Mouse. We are going to be going over to the TSM Discord now to listen to the team talk about their thinking behind TSM 4.10 and answer some questions and things like that. Thank you all for such a fantastic stream. I will see you. I think it's because of the app is so integrated. Certainly, thank you, Jack. So I will see you all in the TSM Discord. I'll be listening out there. So I will see you all over there. Thank you all for such a fantastic stream. Until Tuesday, my next stream will be on Tuesday. Have a happy start of your week of gold making. From myself and a sleeping Oreo, we bid you good night and see you very soon. Good night, and we'll head on over to the Discord. Thank you all.